Project. We're the speedrunning gaming variety show that encourages anyone and everyone in the speedrun and competitive gaming communities to showcase their passions in games. My name is Amber Cyprin, and I will be your host tonight. And if you've got a passion project of your own, go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix and submit it to the show. Whether that's grinding speedruns, learning or routing new categories, racing through randomizers and bingos, competing at a high level, or breathing new life into a game in unconventional ways, Passion Project is the best place on Twitch to show the world what you love most in speedrunning and gaming. And speaking of which, Season 3 of Passion Project is on the horizon and begins on September 27th. And the theme I've chosen this time around is games from older disc-based consoles, ranging from as old as the Sega CD, so like in the early 1990s, to as recent as the GameCube, PS2, and original Xbox era. If you're wondering, oh, that's not an older disc-based console, I'm sorry, you're old. You're just like me. I'm still looking for submissions to fill out that season, so if you run a game that originally released on the older disc-based console, go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix, and you'll scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, and you'll find the form there to submit your runs to the show, as well as any other show that you want to submit to, as well as more information on our weekly shows and weekends specials. And also, Games Done Quick is hiring, which is another important reason to go to the website. If you are interested in a full-time role at GDQ, we are looking for a new hotfix manager. Applications for that closes on September 15th. If you are looking for part-time work, we're looking for new showrunners starting with the 2024 Season 4. Go to gamesdonequick.com/jobs to apply or share with others that may be interested. Applications for the showrunner position close on the 20th of September, so make sure that you take the time to look through all of that and apply if you're interested, or tell someone ASAP if you know someone else who would be. Anyways, tonight, here on Passion Project, we're closing out our second season that's been full of awesome indie games with Lightmatter, Viewfinder, and Dicey Dungeons. I'm joined by our first guest of the night, Osborne, and his commentator Mango, as we gear up for the first run of the night. Thank you both for being here tonight. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Amber. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. Hello, everyone. My name is Osborne, and today we're going to be doing two games with me. We're going to be doing Lightmatter and then Viewfinder, both passions of mine for different reasons. This particular reason for Lightmatter is because this is actually the game that got me to take speedrunning seriously. The story behind it was that my first speed game wasn't actually this. It was Luigi's Mansion 3, because I had like beat it all in one day, and I was just like, well, I can do that faster probably, and then I did. But then at some point it just was too long for me to keep up with, and then I stopped playing it. And then at GDQ 2021, a guy named Bobby Byrne speedran this because I was awake to watch Pikmin 2, and then this run was right before it, and I couldn't tell you what it was about this game that made me want to speedrun it, and I bought it that same week, and I began doing runs that same week as GDQ 2021 was going on. And so this is the first run that like made me take speedrunning really seriously. And without it, I probably wouldn't be here. And so with that being said, I do have a wonderful commentator with me here today, and their name is Mango. If you want to introduce yourself.
Yes, hello. My name is Mango, or BMAS Mango, and if Bobby Byrne was the one that got Osborne into Lightmatter, Osborne is the one that got me into Lightmatter. So I'm really, really happy to be here with him, and just to be here in general. So it's very exciting.
Thank you for being here. And another funny story is that I hadn't played this game in 3 years, and then Mango decided to pick it up, and they were like asking for like help, and I wrote like a full like written guide for them and like critiquing their run and like where they could improve, and that actually motivated me to pick up the game myself. And then I got a PB like in 2 days after not playing the game for like 3 years straight. And so now we're here, and I'm very excited to be here on the season finale of Passion Project. So with that being said, we're just going to go straight into it. Timing will begin when I enter the first level here. So in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So
Good luck.
thank you so much. So Lightmatter is a first-person puzzle platformer, and so the main gimmick behind this game is it's very Portal inspired in the way that a lot of the aesthetics look, but at the same time it has its own unique mechanics, which is that the shadows can and will in fact kill you. And so there are certain exceptions to that. But for the most part, if you like touch a shadow, it will kill you. We're going to mention those exceptions when we get to them. But in these first few levels 1 and 2, they're just like introduction levels. They introduce you to really basic mechanics of just interacting with buttons, like walking upstairs, and you can like, I see that we're already like using really small time saves, so just jumping upstairs in order to not have to have our speed slowed down, and making sure that we're avoiding ledge grab animations as much as we can. It's harder in these sections, but it's still possible in other sections. And you can also see that we're whenever we go downstairs, we're going to be like grinding down the handrails, because then our speed goes up. But with that being said, Mango, what else do you have to say to start out when it comes to Lightmatter?
In this next room here, we're actually going to be meeting our sort of narrator, antagonist, I suppose, Virgil, who's the CEO of Lightmatter Technologies. He's sort of a corrupt CEO in the sense that he thinks that everything that's happening, everything that he's doing with Lightmatter is for the like greater good or the like benefit of the world. Even though, as we will learn, it's not.
Voiced by the same voice actor who voiced Agent 47 in the Hitman series, which is very cool. Right here, you can see that there's a specific example as to that the fact that not all shadows will kill you. The reason that shadow doesn't is because these first 2 levels are meant to be like tutorial levels, just to show you how to navigate a first-person puzzle platformer, and so. Nothing in this game is supposed to kill you at this point. And so even the shadows, like if you were to no clip into like the shadows that are in other rooms, they will not kill you at all. There's no death plane programmed into any of these levels in the first two, any of these rooms in the first 2 levels, I should say. This is the scientific wonder that is Lightmatter over here. It's a giant beam of light that goes from deep into the Earth's surface, all the way up to where we're going to go, hopefully, the outside world. And then we're just gonna go up here, and that's it, I think, right, Mango?
I think so. Yeah, that's gonna be like a massive PB.
GG.
Massive world record. Yeah, GG.
World record.
World record by like 40 minutes.
Exactly. There is nothing wrong that can happen here. This elevator will not crash. Everything will be fine. We're just gonna go straight to the surface, and that's the run. GG. Thank you so much for having me, Amber. Hope y'all have a good night. All right.
I mean, you still got Viewfinder after this.
You're so right, actually.
You can't get away that easily.
You're right.
I also just want to say, when you said you ran Luigi's Mansion 3, I was like, that's not an Osborne game. Like, I look at games like Lightmatter or Viewfinder, and I'm like, that's an Osborne game.
Yeah, exactly. That always surprises people. But of course, plot has to plot, and the elevator crashes, and we almost certainly should have died here, but we don't, because we have plot armor, because we're the main character. Our identity is never clear, by the way. We're not going to like really find out who we are. At some point, Virgil will be like, you're a health inspector, you're a detective, you're a spy. Like it goes all over the place. But
throughout the run, we're like 5 different people.
Exactly. But in this first section, this first section after the title card, from here on out, most of the shadows will in fact actually kill you. And so right here in level 3, we're going to start off with the simple strat, just waiting here around 3 seconds when these lights turn off. Oh, I went a little too early here. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to wait for that to turn off. Okay. I don't trust that. All right. But that's what happens when you mess up that cycle. You have to like wait a long time for that to happen. But here we go. In level 4, we have a nice little skip here. And it actually uses these bridges up here. We're going to be controlling, specifically this bridge up top on my right over here. We're going to put it to the right and back into the left, and then to the right again. And on the side, we're just going to be jumping across and getting to the other side of the bridge before the top bridge covers us. And so we can skip a lot of the puzzling there by just going underneath the bridge before it covers us in shadow and kills us. And then in level 5, there's supposed to be a puzzle here, but like I don't really, actually legitimately forgot how to solve this casually, because you can just do that. I don't know what
there
the
is a puzzle
there.
here, but we don't know.
We don't know. I don't know what it is.
We don't worry about it.
What am I going to be introduced to into this next room, Mango?
Yeah, in these next room, we're going to be introduced to our first movable light source, which are these lamps right in front of us, which, as the game describes them, are heavy and clunky, meaning you're not able to jump with them, and your movement speed is actually decreased. So we want to use them and hold on to them as little as we can, and yeah, we can just light our path with them, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was. I actually forget what level number this is, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's another cycle-based level. Thankfully, you got the fast cycle there at the end.
Very nice.
And then in level 7, this is our first minor glitch, because this is no major glitches. There are certain glitches that are allowed, and this is the first one. Essentially, we're going to take this lamp over here. You can see that it's outlined in yellow, which means we can pick it up. And so we're going to lodge into this vent right here. And for some reason, when you do that, the physics of that lamp just get really wonky, and then you can jump on top of it and get launched super high. And then we have to reload our jump by hitting the edge of that platform right there, because for some reason the game doesn't detect us as being on stable ground unless we hit the edge, and then we can go ahead and jump over that shadow and skip a good amount of the puzzling in that room.
And that skip, I'm pretty sure, saves somewhere between 7 and 11 seconds or so.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice.
Ideally, you can save up to 13 if you're really fast with it. But typically, it would save more like Mango said, 7 to 11 seconds. And so level 8 here is another level that I actually really like, despite the fact that it doesn't have any skips in it, because it's a kind of a really good showcase as to how clean the movement is in this run, especially when you're a top level runner. It's really, really cool. And so this is just an example of how this game is really satisfying to do, and how it has a really low skill floor and a really high skill ceiling, which is a great way for people to get into speedrunning. It's a very beginner friendly speedrun, and it's just absolutely amazing. I would definitely recommend it as a first speedrun to anyone, honestly. All right. Now that we're getting to the end of this level, I'm actually going to let Hibby, sorry, not Hibby. I read Hibby in the chat, and I thought Hibby was here for some reason. Mango, I would like you to explain these next 2 rooms, please.
Sure. In level 9 here, we're going to be doing another cycle strip, where we're skipping half of a cycle, actually, on this moving platform here, just like that. Very nice. So that we can just bring this lamp with us a little bit faster and move on. And then in, I believe, level 10 we're going into now, we learn something pretty important that you wouldn't normally think about during the run, is that we can leave these lamps in the dark, because the shadows that are meant to kill us will only actually eat up organic material, meaning in the game's case, meaning just us, but any living being. So we can just leave the lamps in the dark, and we're just going to be bringing it back over from that platform and lighting up our path to move on to the end of the level. Words are hard.
Yeah, words are hard.
Yeah.
In this next section, we're actually just waiting for this cutscene to happen, because this bridge will come over, and we think that we're going to exit the facility, but of course, nothing can really go right when we're inside of this facility, and so the bridge collapses.
I think you pushed the button too hard.
Yeah, you're right. I actually like to get to the other side of this area, because there's still a way that you can do it. And it does not matter if you die here, by the way, because the cutscene will just the dialogue will just keep playing even if you die, and you will not lose any time, which is nice. But there's a way for you to get up here, which is what I'm trying to do. Come on.
James, calm down, James.
Right.
Just punch something.
There we go. Oh no. Okay, so you can get to the other side here. This is what I like to do while I wait for this cutscene to stop playing.
Yeah, because even if you die during this cutscene, it won't restart or anything. So that's at this point don't matter at all. So we can just play.
There we go. Perfect.
There we go.
Nice.
Very nice.
Perfect. And then you have to die to get to the other side. All right. That was actually perfect, because the cutscene just ended right as I died. And so great timing there. Level 11 is another cycle-based level, and for some reason in this level, there was a very prominent era in me speedrunning this, in which for some reason I would always die on this level. But in reality, there's no real reason for that to happen, because there is no way for you to really speed up these cycles. For example, like you would think that there is a way to get to the cycle right here, because this platform leaves just as you pick up this lamp, and you think surely there must be some way to go slightly faster so you can get that cycle. There is not. We have tested and tested and tested to try and save a cycle in this room, and it just will not happen. And so there's like, because of that, you can like take your time. Like there's not really, like, imagine a bus stop, you know? That kind of thing. So with that being said, Mango, there's a few things that are going to happen in this next level. Do you want to explain them?
Yeah, sure. So right away, as soon as we begin, like we hit the trigger to begin the next level, Osmon's going to pause and click retry. And what happened just there is he basically just skipped like a minute of an elevator ride. Very cool. Very free skip. But right here, he's going to be lighting up his path like normal, but he's going to be doing some rail grinding. This rail grind, I can't speak, is a lot more difficult than Osborne just made it look, because it's constantly trying to push you off to either side. So you have to like pretty much constantly be tapping A and D to keep your balance. It's very tricky.
Yeah, it is much trickier than it looks. So this tape recording that we just picked up is from Ellen. Everyone say hi to Ellen.
Hi, Ellen.
So Ellen is supposed to be like the voice of reason with Lightmatter, uncovering all the secrets. Every time you're in this like underground like pinkish area, that's when you're gonna hear videotapes from Ellen. But we're going to continue on through here. This next section is probably like from level 13 all the way into like level 23 is like my personal favorite part of the run, like mid game, because it has some of the most satisfying skips and movement like in this entire game. And so this next level has some interesting tech here. One interesting skip that we're going to be seeing. But first, I'm going to get to the other side of this room, and it has to do with like abusing standing on of these fans while they're moving. And so we're going to place this lamp right here, have it face towards us so we can walk across it.
He just said it's for the better.
Move it one more time so it's facing towards us again. And then we're going to place this lamp here and then balance ourselves right at the edge of this platform so that we can touch the button that moves the fan while still being far enough on the fan so that we move with it. And then we can skip a few cycles with the fan and skip a lot of the puzzling here. And so we can immediately take this lamp and shine it across this bridge so we can get to the end and get to level 15.
I can't stop Arthur.
All right. And there's actually a few things that are going to happen here in level 15 and 16, and honestly a lot of levels that are going to be happening. There's a few skips, but to start out, if you want to explain a few of them, Mango.
How did you get all the way over there?
Yeah, so this one is pretty normal, I guess. We just shine the light on both of the sensors to open up the door. I hear there is a glitch in this room. I'm not certain what it is, but we're not sure.
We haven't decided if it's legal for this category yet. We haven't decided if it's allowed.
But in this next room, this one gives me such a hard time, but it's so satisfying to do right. So there are 3 lamps in this room, but we're only actually going to be seeing 2 of them. So Osborne is going to grab this lamp here and walk backwards, and make use of the fact that the lamps sort of snap to whichever direction you're facing when you grab them. So you can just snap it forward and then jump before the door closes and jump into the light. And in this room, I actually don't know if this is the intended solution or not. This is just the way that I did it.
Dang, that's a very specific jump that I've actually never messed up before. But it's fine. Oh, it respawns me like right there. Okay, it's fine. Nice. That didn't lose that much time.
Nice. Okay, so we want to make sure that sensor to our right now is constantly lit, because that's what's holding this door open. So we want to make sure that we don't take the light off of it, otherwise the door will close and we'll just be very sad.
Yes. We skip one back and forth like lamp placement there, so that by shining the cone of light on both hallways instead of just one. In this level, we are actually in the next 2 levels, I should say, we're going to be doing the same skip but done in 2 different locations. First of all, we're going to wait for this lamp to be shining across this sensor, and then we can just pick it up on the other end over here. And so we're going to be taking this lamp, and we're going to be shining it into this room, and then on these tables on the far end, we're going to have just enough light to be able to jump on here and finish the level like that.
Don't mind my small panic. My depth perception in FPS games or like first-person games is non-existent, so your precision in games like this is just really impressive.
Oh, okay. So this is the hardest jump in the game. It doesn't seem like it is because it's going to look like nothing when I actually get it done. But there's like a little bar on top of your head during this next section. It's like really hard, like that one. It's like really hard to time this jump. This is probably where a lot of runs go to die. So I'm not like upset that I'm not entirely getting this right. There we go. Perfect.
There it is.
Third try is still really decent for that skip. So in level 20, we are going to go over here and we're going to do a cheeky little skip right here. You don't actually have to be on the same height plane as a lamp. You just have to be within grabbing distance. So we're actually going to take advantage of that by putting that lamp here and then grabbing it there. And so that skips a bunch of back and forth by bringing the elevator up and down so you can just grab it yourself. That saves a significant amount of time. It doesn't seem like it, but it does. Which I feel like you can use that to describe most of the skips in this game, where it's just like, I promise what we look like just didn't save that much time, but it saved like several seconds and sometimes minutes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
In this level, we're actually introduced to the idea that you can strafe with lamps, which I'll admit took me way too long to actually figure out. I've been doing it before, but now that I actually needed to do it, I just didn't for some reason.
Here's the thing, you're not alone in that, because in the devs commentary for this game, they said that even the playtesters for this game could not figure out that you were supposed to strafe with the lamps, and that level does it twice.
I just been walking like back and forth, like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And I finally was like, oh, it clicked.
You can just walk with the lamp. Which is like, it's funny how people couldn't figure that out in playtesting, because in retrospect, it's actually a really simple solution. Yeah. But in this next level, so this level is the second largest level in the game. It's the largest puzzle in the game, but it's the second largest level in the game because the last level, of course, is the largest, but it's not really any puzzle in the last level. It's just like a huge escape sequence. And so there's not really any puzzle solving here. So there's 2 floors to this room. The first floor is 2 platforms going back and forth. There's a lamp on either one of them. And we're going to solve it pretty quickly like this. And when we get to here, we're actually going to be aiming this lamp slightly to the left because we're actually going to be coming back down to the second floor, or to this first floor, I should say. Please, thank you. And then on the second floor, it's actually 4 platforms, still 2 lamps, so 4 platforms, all going in a rotation. And so it's a similar puzzle, but to pretty different solutions. And this is one of the levels that actually in devs commentary is revealed to have been built in Legos to let the developers have like a full like top-down perspective of the puzzle and how it's going to be viewed by the player. And so we're taking this guy. We need to take this one off of the platform because we don't want it to move towards us. We want this second lamp over here to move towards us so we can use it to light up this hallway over here. But yeah. One thing about this run, as is the nature of like runs that are glitchless or no major glitches, is that like sometimes some of the solutions to the levels that you're going to be seeing us do is pretty much the same as you would do casually, but it's done really fast. And I applaud this game for like making even the normal solution of this game done fast feel really, really good to do. I mean, I mentioned it earlier, but like even just doing the game normally but fast is like really, really satisfying. And so like very huge kudos to the devs for making a fabulous game and just a fabulous speedrun in general. And so, oh no, the elevator crashed. Who could have seen that coming? Well, let's look at this cat instead. All right.
I like cats. Cats are great.
Cats are great, but we have a plot to go towards. Unfortunately, we can't look at the cats all day.
Oh.
Come on, please. Thank you. All right, here's Ellen again. And so she snuck into Arthur's office. She discovers the duo a huge secret about Arthur and Virgil. I wish I could tell you what it was, but it's been so long since I paid attention to the plot of this game that I forgot what the plot was. But that just means you have to go play the game for yourself.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Exactly. And so in this bottom floor, we were actually here earlier because we're still in level 22. And instead of doing this room forward, we're going to do it backwards. It's the same solution, just done backwards. And so next, we're going to go to level 23. Level 23 is the same map as level 21. They just uses transitional areas. But in level 23, there's a very specific skip that we're going to be doing. We're going to go into this room, and then we're going to actually go into extras and turn on developer commentary and then we're going to turn it back off after collecting the file. The reason that happens is because Virgil says a line in this room, and this door that we're about to go into doesn't open until Virgil finishes that line. However, there is one exception to that, and is if you pick up the developer commentary, the door will just open automatically, so you don't have to sit through 9 minutes of developer commentary for the door to open. And that is a purposeful thing coded into the game. It's a free 20-second skip that the devs just put in there for us. It's very convenient. So shout out to the devs for doing that. Yeah. But now, what are we introduced to now, Mango?
Ooh, I'm excited to say this. We're introduced to orbs.
Orbs?
Orbs. They're really called photon crystals, but
we're going to call them orbs.
We're going to call them orbs. But the orbs here are another movable light source that, as long as it stays connected to the mother source, which is that light in the middle of the room, it'll have a continuous stream of light just underneath us. And you can connect them to each other as well, but as long as one of them is connected to a mother source, that is. Yeah.
The mother sources tend to be stationary. There are certain exceptions to that, though.
Yeah.
And in this next room, we're actually going to be pushing the limits of these connections. So you can see that whenever a connection between an orb and a mother source is about to break, or a connection between two orbs, it turns red. So we're going to really push the limits of that by making that turn blood red. And so that we barely have enough distance right here to have these two connect with each other. And then we're going to move this guy out here, put him right there, so he connects to the mother source, and then bring this platform over here. That was a skip that saved a hefty amount of puzzling here in that section, saving around 20 seconds. And then we're going to rail grind the rest of this way just to save a little bit more time. But it is especially if you've played this game before, it is very nerve-wracking to see the connections between the orbs turn really, really red like that, because that just means that it's very frightening. It feels like the connection's going to break and you're going to die. But it's always we as speedrunners don't worry about that too much, because we know exactly how much is left before the connection really breaks. There is a skip in this level 26. Mango, do you want to explain it?
So with level 26 skip, we're going to be doing another rail grind across one of these handrails. But the very special thing about it is it's actually going to be covered in
where does that respawn me? It respawns right here. Oh, it's fine. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter.
So yeah, we're just going to place that orb in that corner there, so that we can connect this orb to the mother source. And that amount of shadow on that handrail looks like it should have killed us, but the way that the shadows and dying works in this game is there's a set number of points on the player's feet, and for some reason that one very specific rail just doesn't have enough.
Yeah.
So we can save some back and forth.
And they really do mean that specific rail. Any other rail covered in shadow in this game will kill you. That specific one won't.
That one very specific rail for some reason.
I don't know why. But yeah. Thankfully, you also probably saw that explanation that Mango gave about the points around your feet. That also kind of explains why you saw earlier in a lot of levels that I was able to go over a little bit of shadow without dying, just because not enough points around my feet were covered in shadow for the game to kill me. So thankfully, with that kind of system, it's easy to like exploit really small pieces of shadow that you touch. It's very nice that the game isn't just like you touch 1 single inch of shadow, you die. Even casually, it's very very nice.
Yeah, they were really nice to us for that.
Yeah. What are we doing in this level, Mango?
In this level, we're going to be doing another skip with these orbs, but we're going to be moving this platform across just so we can connect this orb to this orb over here, so we can bring it over. We're going to be placing one of our orbs in a specific spot so that we can skip some area or some movement right here in this corner, so that we can move the platform back once again. But we're going to be going into that room to our left and skipping some back and forth with this platform. So he's going to place this right about there, and this little bit of light, we have just enough, like it's just close enough that we can jump across.
Yes, and if you had keen ears in that room, there is a radio that played in my left headphone that was playing Still Alive by Portal. But from the Portal series, which is not by, it's by GLaDOS technically, if you want to be canonical with it. But it's from the Portal series, of course. One thing that we didn't mention earlier that you might have noticed is that Virgil did mention Aperture Sciences, and so this game canonically does exist in the Portal universe, and so much so that like they asked the developers at Valve if they could put that in, and the developers at Valve said yes, with their blessing. So this is canonically in the Portal universe. And also I guess canonically within the Half-Life universe, it's just a horrible universe to live in if you really think about it. So
Today I
there's
learned.
that. Yeah, today you learned. The reason that I'm mentioning all that is because this is level 33, and we all kind of hate level 33 because this is the one exception to that rule where I said that it's the casual strat, but it feels satisfying to do anyway. This is the one exception to that. No one really likes level 33 because it feels so slow. We have no way of speeding it up, at least not in a way that abides by the rules of no major glitches. There is like a technical way to do it with like prop displacement and loading displacement, but however it only works in ILs, and so there's not really like a way for full game to speed this up in this category, and so if you want to like try and find a way to speed up this game that will abide by the no major glitches rules, we would thank you eternally, because we just don't like that level. This particular level, level 34, is a level that like it's very easy to do, but it's also one of those levels that is also very easy for your brain to go on autopilot and then mess up by accident really easily, because you have to constantly be pressing this button over here. You're supposed to press it twice and then 3 times and then once and then twice again, and so just constantly having to press this button and not paying attention to how much you're really pressing it is just something that can easily cause you to just go into autopilot and then lose time unnecessarily, because it's happened to me multiple times in runs. And so even in the easy parts, you have to be paying attention. This is a run that is very beginner friendly, as I said, but it's also a run where going on autopilot can sometimes be very detrimental to you. And so I don't know if Mango agrees with that sentiment, but it's definitely, for me, true for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I've definitely gone on autopilot way too many times in that room and just messed everything up. So yeah. I definitely know what you mean.
Yeah. But Mango, we're just going to go to safety here, right? Like there's nothing bad that can happen in this room?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We're just going to bring that bridge across, right?
Yeah.
And we just walked across it. Surely nothing would go wrong.
Nothing will go wrong.
Like, surely.
There's the exit. We're just going to go across that bridge and we're going to get to the ending, and then that's going to be time. Except, no, because plot has to plot. This is the 3rd time that the game has faked you out into thinking that you're going to be getting to the exit.
I was about to say, we've got like 20 minutes left in the estimate, at least.
At least. Yeah. But with that being said, in this level, this game, like, you know, makes you like limp a little bit, but then the moment that like you enter this next level, you can just immediately start going at full speed again as if you walked it off. So this level is another level that might make you a little bit anxious because, as you can see, we're really pushing the limits of these connections right here.
So red.
It's so red. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of a safer strat by moving it over here and then making this line straighter. That extra movement that I did, you can actually skip it entirely, although it's much more nerve-wracking and much more risky, and I wouldn't go for it. Even honestly, it doesn't even save that much time to like not go for the safer strat. And so even if like I were on rope breaker pace, I would not like risk it personally. I'm gonna rail grind across here. This specific rail grind sometimes goes at like a huge speed. Sometimes you like preserve the speed that you had from the moving platform, and it just goes really, really fast. Unfortunately, that didn't happen that time, but it doesn't like save that much time, so it's fine. Right. So, Mango, do you like remember the plot up to this point?
I wish.
I wish.
Yeah, I've played this game casually like once, maybe twice, and that was not as long ago as it was for you. But you know, I still don't really remember.
Yeah. But we're here with Ellen, and I will say, if you are watching this in a dark room right now, I would turn down your brightness because the entire screen is about to turn white for a few seconds. And so once we hit this button, it's going to take a few seconds, and then we're going to like overload this part of the core that holds this crystal. And so it's just, the whole room is just going to turn just pure white. And so we'll tell you when it's safe to look back, or if you just want to turn down your brightness for a bit, it's fine. There it is. Brighter.
Quadrupling the power.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that is very bright.
It is very bright. All right, it's safe to look back now. So, believe it or not, I don't know if this has happened to you, but I was once on PV pace, and then like I was in this room, and the game just stayed on the white screen. It didn't like it just stayed on the white screen. It just didn't move on. It didn't load they didn't load the rest of the room in. It just stayed on that white screen, and I was so annoyed because I was like a minute ahead of PV, and it just stayed there. But
oh, that's so unfortunate.
That's so unfortunate. But what are we doing here in level 35 now?
Level 35. Oh yes. Level 35. We are going to be doing a little bit of back and forth with these orbs here. So that we can come back into this room right to our right here. And if you take a look on the left side of your screen, you'll see two items from Portal, the turret and the weighted storage cube. That's another little Portal Easter egg, if you will.
And it is in fact a weighted storage cube. I've been corrected on it multiple times that it is not a companion cube. Unfortunately.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I've called it a companion cube a few times too.
But
yeah.
We're just going a little bit back and forth here. I will try level 36 skip in this next room a total of 3 times. I give myself a rule that I can try for it 3 times, and if I don't get it 3 times, then I'm just going to move on. So there's just one skip that skips the vast majority of the puzzling in this room, and so you can actually just like we're going to move this guy over here, and then we need to move that item back and forth, and we're going to do it again in order to save a checkpoint here. And then we're going to be rail grinding across here, and then if we're lucky, the game might put us back up on the edge right there. So the issue is that like you can't jump when there's an item in your hand, and so you might be able to just like move upwards like that, like onto the platform, but only when the game kind of feels like doing it. We have not found a way to make this consistent in any way. I said 3 times, but I feel like I want to do it 1 more, and then we're gonna move on. Nope. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna do this level the normal way. So yeah, that specific skip, it looks like it's like nothing, but like getting it in a run would be like tremendous, because again, it's just one of those skips that like the game doesn't feel like giving you most of the time. I don't know if anyone has ever actually gone for it in a full game run because it's so inconsistent. But usually when I'm showing it off in like a marathon setting, I just like to show it off because like it's fun. It's a nice thing, and I think it's fun to do personally. And so we're going to be doing this here, and this skip would that skip would have skipped all of what I'm doing right now, by the way. And it would have led us to more or less right here when this this moving mother source moves back here. It would have like got us to this point, and so all of that I just did would have been skipped if I had done level 36 skip correctly. But unfortunately that did not happen, and I stopped doing it after like the 4th try because at that point it doesn't save any more time. So unfortunately just a time loss for us this time around, but it would have been cool if it happens, which is why I wanted it to go for it. What's happening in this room, Mango?
Yeah, so this is level 37. This is my personal favorite level. And the solution that we're actually going to be doing is not one of the intended solutions. There's a handful of intended solutions, but the one we're doing is not one of them. So Oz is going to be bringing this lamp over to light up this sensor so he can move the orb over. And he's going to be connecting this orb to the orb that he left over on the other side with a pink connection, not white or red. And then he's going to be bringing this lamp over onto the other side to light up the path to the end of the level, up the level. And this is why he connected the orbs the way he did, so that he could deactivate the bridge and then walk across with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, now we're just moving on to the end of the level.
Yeah.
And moving on to the final level.
The final level. Don't worry, the final level is long. And I do find it funny how, like, even though there are multiple intended solutions to that puzzle, speedrunners still found a way to solve it in a way that's faster and not intended at all. So, with that being said, this is level 38. And so we are going to pull this lever, and then we gotta wait here for 2 minutes. There's this cutscene. Theoretically, there is a way to skip this. However, no one has done it in a run before. And that is like if you're able to get up here on this pot or so, and then you might be able to jump. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, get onto this pot. I love this. I love this. I love it when the game cooperates with me. And then, like, if you are able to get onto the top of this camera right here, there is shadow there that will kill you. And if you die during this cutscene, you can, in fact, skip the whole cutscene. However, it's hard to do without exploiting a specific glitch known as the double jump, which is banned in this category. Even though the double jump itself is not entirely consistent to do, on earlier patches it is consistent to do, but with specific timing to your jumping. But if you're able to somehow get onto this camera without abusing the double jump, you could skip this entire cutscene and save 2 minutes off of this run. But I don't see that happening anytime soon because A, you have to do it without double jumping, and B, you have to do it in a way that's consistent, and those two things combined will not happen. I just don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't know if you have anything to say, Amber, while we wait for this cutscene to end.
Yeah, actually, I just want to remind everyone that registration for GDQ 2025 is now open, and the hotel registration will open on September 14th, which is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to check out that for more information, go to gamesdonequick.com. You'll get all the information. Hotel registration is out there, and I think submissions open? I have just blinked on this. Hold on. Games Done Quick. Event registration is open until December 3rd at 3 a.m., and that's a $95 general admission fee. It's right there on the Games Done Quick homepage, and you don't even have to stop watching the stream because the stream is embedded right there too.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm excited to go to GDQ. I'm going to be submitting this. Fingers crossed it gets in. We'll have to see. But now we are going to go straight to the actual level. And so there are certain cycles in this level. This first one I might not get. I was a little slow on the exit there. But this is the only level that is not loaded in all at once. Okay, I didn't get the fast cycle, but it's fine because that didn't actually lose that much time. Each individual fast cycle, oh my goodness. I've never died there before. There's a lot of places that I've never died there before that I'm dying in this specific run, I will say. And by a lot, I mean like 2, which is more than what it usually is. And so this particular level is not loaded in all at once. This is a level that is loaded in chunks. And that is important because if you miss one cycle, it does not necessarily mean that you are going to miss the other cycle in the next room. It just means that like once you get into, it just means you're going to enter the next chunk of the level later. But all the cycles run independently of each other and will only start once the next chunk is loaded in. And so it doesn't really matter if you like mess up one cycle because you can just get the next one once you get into the next room. What else do we have to say about this level, Mango?
I think you just about covered everything that I wanted to say, but I'll do my best.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I was mostly just going to talk about the cycles not being all loaded in at once.
No, you're good. But
you beat me to it.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, another good thing about this level is that it actually has faster respawns when you die.
That's true.
Yeah, so like if you die in this level, it actually respawns you about like a second or 2 faster than it normally would, which it makes sense for this last level because like it essentially has like a faster pace to it, and so it feels more appropriate. It also wastes less time. Usually, if like you die in like a late game level and you're on really good pace, you might feel a little bad about dying. And of course, it feels bad to die in this level in general, but it feels less bad because you waste less time than you normally would. Thankfully, we got that fast cycle that we just did right there. What is Virgil saying right now, Mango? What's happening with Virgil right now?
So Virgil is going just full rage mode, and he's like you just said, going to feed us to the shadows. But luckily for us, we're speedrunners. We're too fast for him. So by now he thinks that we're a spy. Our identity has changed once again, like you just said there. So he's now. Is he like now? Yeah, he's now actively trying to kill us.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're too fast for him.
There's a skip in this next room if you want to explain it.
Let me just see which room we're in. Oh yes. So Oz is going to just do a little loop around this room to get to the other side to turn this lever on. But as soon as he does, there's in the center of the room here, there's these pipes in the middle that for some reason just don't have like the shadows don't have like is it that they don't have like a kill plane in the
yeah, they don't have a kill plane in them.
Okay, yeah. So he can just avoid having to do like the rest of the loop around the room. He can just jump across and save.
Huge flashing lights warning here, by the way.
Yes, absolutely.
This specific room flashes a lot more than the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, like massive flashing lights warning here.
As you can see. All right, there's less flashing lights now.
Yeah.
Still a bright room. This is the worst attempt at a kill in video game history.
Yeah, that was supposed to hit us, but
yeah.
But you know, it just didn't.
It just didn't.
He did his best.
He did his best. He's trying, but he was that time he was too fast for us. I was gonna say we're too fast for him, but that time he was way too fast. He was way too early.
Yeah.
This next room has a small little skip right here. That's very nice to do, but also sometimes very easy to mess up. We're just going to be grabbing this ledge right here, and that skips a little bit of platforming. And in this kind of run where it's like glitchless and NMG, you kind of want to get as much skips like that as you can. you want to explain what's going on in these last few sections right here? Oof. Yeah.
I've lost the screen share. Just let me. There we go.
You're fine.
So, yeah, in these last few sections, there's going to be a whole bunch of these platforms moving around. And this particular jump right here gave me so much trouble. That one that Oz just did. In the notes that he wrote for me, he even said, "Please just slow down. just take it easy." and that was enough to help me out. So
Yes. Yeah, and you, like in this level, you do need to slow down because there are, the cycles aren't as fast as you think they are. But continue with what you're saying.
Yeah, there was one quote faster cycle that we could have done, but it ended up not actually saving any time. So very nice.
Dang, I thought I was going to ledge grab there. That's disappointing. And it's disappointing because you do have to redo this entire section again. And by entire section, I just mean like the last two platforms. Fine.
But we just have like 1 or 2 cycles left, if I'm remembering correctly. So
Yeah.
we are coming up on the end of the run very soon.
Yeah, end of the run is going to be soon. Whereas this cycle, I'm sorry, there's another cycle after this, and then another one after that, and that'll be the end of the run. Again? Really? Oh, we saved it. It's okay.
Wait.
We saved it.
We saved it. Let's go.
We saved it. We clutched it, chat. I'm going to play the next one safe because I don't want something like that to happen again. I'm being a bit too risky for my blood. All right. We messed up a few of the faster cycles here at the end, but it's perfectly fine. Better to just mess it up once and get it over with and have it to repeat that over and over again. But yeah, that's the run. Emma's going to come up soon. We are going to go to the end here, and the mountain of a man himself, James, is going to come, and Virgil thinks he's going to come and sabotage us and kill us, but James has grown a mind and heart of his own, and he's actually here to help us and sabotage the facility and sabotage Lightmatter. Throughout this entire last level, we've kind of been like overloading the core, as Ellen said in that cutscene that we were talking over. And so this is the last lever that we need to overload the core and shut down Lightmatter. Yeah. Timing's going to end when I hit the lever at the end of this hallway. And so, again, thank you, Amber, for letting me show this off. Thank you, all you, for watching. Please go play this game. It's so great. Casually, the devs commentary as a speedrun, it's great. Ending in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, that's time.
GG.
Perfect. But yeah, that's pretty much all for Lightmatter. Not all for me, because I do have one more run after this. If you are heading out, and yeah, it's true. So you should stick around. But if you need to head out now, my name is Osmorn. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Osmorn. I've actually started to stream again, believe it or not. I stream a lot of Archipelago with my friends. But I've been starting some new speedruns. Not of this game, unfortunately. I've been speedrunning a lot of Lovely Planet recently, if any of you know that game. And I've been streaming a little bit of that. But Mango, where can people find you in case they're heading out now?
Yeah, you can find me over on Twitch and YouTube, both at the Master Mango, THEE. I speedrun a bunch of games like this, basically. A bunch of puzzle games, platformers, all that fun stuff. I speedrun some
every shortcut I took,
some roguelikes as well. Those are very fun. The Master
for their benefit.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you, Osborne, for having me on for commentary for this run. This was a lot of fun.
Of course. But we're not done yet because I have another run of Viewfinder up next, and Mango is also going to be commentating that because they also run this game. Stay tuned for that.
Yes, absolutely. Do stay tuned. We do have 2 more runs. Osmorn is sticking around, as is Mango. Mango's going to be here all night because Mango's commentating all 3 runs. So just a reminder, everyone, if you join the official GDQ Discord and add the Hotfix role, that's where you can keep tabs on upcoming events, talk with staff, and do more. Use !Discord in Twitch chat for more information. And if you do miss out on any of our shows or events, you can check out the VODs on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. But wait, there's more. There's more Passion Project coming up in just a few minutes, as we're going to be moving from Lightmatter to Viewfinder, which, cameras use light to, create images and determine what forms to print on a piece of, film. So, same kind of idea, right? We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Get up, take care of yourselves, get a drink, get a snack. We'll be right back after this break. Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 29 of Passion Project, where it's the best place on Twitch to show the world what you love most in speedrunning and gaming. I'm joined again by Osmorn and the Masked Mango as we dive into yet another indie game. This one is Viewfinder, and I'm not going to keep you any longer. Go ahead and take it away, Osmorn.
Hey, hello everyone. You probably remember me from exactly 6 minutes ago. My name is Osmorn again. I am here with Viewfinder, another game that is a passion of mine for a different reason. It is because, games like Lightmatter, our first-person puzzle platformers, it kind of led to me exploring different games of that genre, like Superliminal, Antichamber, games like that. And I found a good amount of them. And then last year, this game came out, Viewfinder. And I knew for a fact that I was going to speedrun it from the moment that I saw the first trailer. It is a game that I kept up with for a good amount of time, over a year, almost 2 before it actually released. And I kind of really hammered down on creating the community for it. I am the owner of the Discord. I am the owner of the leaderboards on speedrun.com. And there was a lot of really good community trying to really grind down this game when it first came out. And I absolutely love the community for it. And so it's a different passion of mine in the sense that it was a passion in community creation, and it meant a lot to me to be able to lead that community and be able to provide a space for people to speedrun it. And one of those people that managed to wander into that space is, of course, Mango, my commentator for this run, who you might also remember from exactly 6 minutes ago. If you want to introduce yourself again.
Yeah, I was about to say, you probably remember me too. Hi. My name is Mango. Once again, the Masked Mango. Also speedrunner of this game. But, I speedrun puzzle games, so are you really surprised? But yeah, this is another huge passion of mine as well. What am I trying to say? But yeah, definitely. I first found this game during when the demo was out, and I didn't necessarily grind as much as I probably would have liked to, but I don't know. This game's been a lot of fun and very fast and very, very. There's definitely going to be a lot to talk about, so yeah, I'm going to do my best.
Yeah, this game got a lot of praise when it first came out. It got nominated for Best Indie Game, Best Debut Indie Studio, at the Game Awards, and I love it, and a lot of people did too as well. There's a lot of really cool mechanics that we're going to explain when we get into the run, and we're going to start off with New Game. So run will begin when we load in. I'll try to time the countdown correctly. It will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That was a decent time countdown. Thank you. And so one of the main mechanics behind Viewfinder is that you can actually take any image and then turn it into real objects like that. So any image that you take, any photograph, for the most part, can be pasted into the environment, and anything in the photograph will turn real, including any objects like these batteries. So we need these batteries in order to charge up the charger right here. We must appear because the battery didn't quite fall down. There we go. Perfect. You can hear the battery falling on the charger right there. That's how we know it was done right. You can rotate with the scroll wheel. You can use right click in order to hold up the image, and then just left click in order to paste it into the environment. And so we're going to be doing stuff like that, where we paste the environment instead of like grabbing the battery directly from the image ourselves. We're just going to orientate the image so that the battery falls directly on the charger instead. And so that'll save a good amount of time. So we're going to be taking this bridge, using a bit of shortcuts in order to, come on.
I love this rewind feature.
Yeah, the rewind feature is nice because you can just retry tricks whenever you like. Oh my goodness. We might need to redo it. So if you double tap, it'll actually go back to the moment that you took the image, or the moment that you pasted it into the environment. Pretty much the last major action that you did with an image. There we go. Perfect. But this rewind mechanic makes it like really, really marathon safe. Actually, one of the most safe marathon runs you could possibly do. All right, we're gonna pick this guy up. Excuse me. Beg of you. Thank you. That's just being rude.
Yeah, I was also going to say this. That rewind mechanic is very, very friendly for not only marathon, like you said, but just speedrunning in general. Like if you mess something up, you don't have to redo the entire level. Basically.
Exactly.
Very nice.
And then in this room, there's a bit of a lore drop that we're going to be seeing right here. First off, instead of solving the puzzle, we're just going to be copying this image 4 times. And boom. Where are we going? Well, we have left the simulation. Surprise, we were in a simulation this whole time. So like the TLDR for the plot of this game is that we are a scientist sent back we're a scientist sent back into a simulation that was created by 4 other scientists in order to solve the climate crisis. As you can see, this is what the Earth will look like in about 100 years. And the simulation, we're just going to turn it off and then turn it back on. The classic IT solution. So that's pretty much all we need to do in this section. This section just serves as a purpose to let you know that we're in a simulation, and that's why all these little powers work in the simulation. And so that's the basics of the plot right now, and that's about as much plot as I'm going to explain this whole run. As soon as the checkpoint loads back in, we're just going to exit to main menu and then reload the level, so we can be spawned immediately in front of the teleport that leads into this level. And then we're going to actually, solve the puzzles the intended way. There are 2 more sections in this level. You want to explain them? Mango?
Yeah. So in this next section here, as soon as we go through that teleporter, we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of different art styles, I guess. The devs just wanted to sort of show off a little bit, which understandable. Their art is beautiful. But instead of walking through them normally, we're just going to be doing this. We're just going to be following through them. So we have, I think, like 6 different photos that we're just going to be picking up, placing underneath us and following through. Just like this little house drawing right here. And this little castle, the little pixelated castle. And right here, we're going to be jumping up, grabbing the final photo of this level, which is of the teleporter.
Yes.
And we're going to be finishing up level 2.
Remember, kids, it's always faster to fall than it is to walk. Do not try that at home or in real life, in any case. This next level introduces another really cool mechanic known as the photocopier, in which, as the name implies, it just copies the photos. It works like a real photocopier in real life, which means that you can just pretty much not infinitely copy, because there is a limit. You can see that there's a number on the photocopier, and that's how many images the photocopier will take. But you can use that to your advantage, like we did right there. The intended solution for this level is a little bit more complicated. You're supposed to go up these stairs and then like orient this teleport to be at the top of the stairs, but instead we're just going to do what we just did and go downwards instead of using the like edge of that image in order to use it as a platform. Who is this handsome fellow over here?
Oh, this handsome fellow is my best friend. This is Kate.
Hello, Kate.
Hello, Kate. He's our sort of companion quote, I guess, tour guide as well.
Yes.
But coming up here, we're actually going to be doing something known as train strip, where we're going to be wedging ourselves into this corner and trying to, wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
And trying to clip through the train so that when the next hub world loads in, we'll get teleported to it because when you fall like through or off of the map, you get teleported back to the start of the level. And that train that you just saw going through, we just skipped basically the entire rest of that train ride and saved a whole bunch of time there.
Yeah, exactly. This next level works similarly to the like illusion puzzles that you might have seen in the game called Superliminal. Surprise, surprise! I also speedrun that. All these indie like puzzle platformers are kind of like a tight knit community when it comes to game dev. They all very are inspired of each other, and a lot of the devs know each other as well. So very nice connections between these two games. This particular level is annoying to do, and mainly because like you have to make sure that this entire wall is covered up. If even part of the wall is visible, this next section will not work because you have to back up a certain distance in order to have that teleporter appear. There's a interesting movement that we're gonna be doing in this next level. I'm gonna focus on it if Mango wants to talk.
Yeah, sure. So in this level, we have to pull 3 of those levers like you just saw to turn on these RGB sort of lights. In order to pull the 3rd one, we're actually going to be just going through the wall instead of going around it, because going around it would be slow. So we're just going to be placing that playing card inside of the wall so we can jump through, pull that lever, and turn on the lights to form the teleporter. And that's the end of level 1.
Perfect.
Or world 2 level 1, I should say.
Yes, a lovely level.
And in this level, we're actually going to be not only introduced to a different way of getting photos, but we're actually also going to be skipping one entirely.
Also, I need you to understand how amazing that is that I got that skip first try. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, that's a like strangely precise jump, and that was very impressive.
Okay.
So yeah, these are the forget what you call them, but the
Standing
I
cameras.
call them standing camera. There we go. Yeah. That take a picture of one set point, which in this case was that wall in front of us, so we can turn it into a floor, use it to copy the battery, and there we go.
Perfect.
You're going so fast I can't keep up.
Yeah. One thing of note is that if you take a picture of a battery, you saw that I took the picture of the battery like in midair. If you take a picture of a battery and then but too much of the battery is cut off from the picture, the battery will not work. A certain amount of the battery has to be like intact in order for the battery to work on the charger. And so that's something you have to keep in mind. Thankfully, we got it first try in that next level, and in the previous level, but sometimes it can be a bit finicky. In this level, we're going to be introduced to a nice little thing called juggling. It's really simple. Like you could probably figure out how to do this at home, but it does save a good amount of time, so you don't have to go back and forth. So you can just like use these guys to just juggle and push them into where you want to go. Perfect. Oh, seriously? That's so rude. Come on. Oh, that would have been great if I could ever try. There we go. Perfect.
Very nice.
Yeah, this level is nice. We're going to be lining up right here to have that battery appear. We're going to put the charger right here where the previous one was, because we want to take a picture of the battery itself. Excuse me. While it's on the charger. And then take the picture, turn it upside down so that the battery falls on the previous charger. There we go. Does that work? Did it work? Oh, a little bit off. It's fine. If you're like really precise with it, the charging, the battery should just easily fall on the charger itself. That's the end of World 2. There's 5 worlds in this game, all representing a different scientist that was working in this simulation. The next one is called Qilong. They have like little voice memos you can see throughout the game to like have a nice little plot. We're gonna try and do tram skip again here. There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
All right.
Very nice.
it is possible to do tram skip between the the intermission between each and every single level. However, some are harder than others, and only one of them actually doesn't save time, which is the final one. But that one specific one is pretty easy to do, and thankfully it did save a good amount of time versus getting the tram. But it does have some weird side effects, including this guy. The tram is just here in the level now. In case it wasn't obvious, the tram is not supposed to be here right now. But that is a side effect of doing tram skip, is that the tram is just going to be present in a level or two, just floating in midair. But we do get introduced to a really cool mechanic here, if Mango wants to explain it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is our next method of getting photos, but instead of taking still photos, like just from the standing camera, we get our own camera. And essentially complete freedom to do whatever we want with the game. Not entirely like completely free to do anything, but there's a whole bunch of cool new strats that we can do because we have the camera,
Including this one.
Including this one.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how that works, but I think when you take a photo like right next to a wall, the wall like doesn't spawn in front of you fast enough, maybe.
Yeah,
Does that sound right,
that's what it is. Yeah. Essentially,
Cool.
yeah. If you take a photo way too close to the wall and then just fall like that, you can just clip through the wall like that. But in this next section, we're going to do a lot of falling here. Specifically here, we can just exit the level right here. And then this next section, we're going to be doing a cool strat with the camera right here, which we're going to take this battery on this podium and have it fall like so. Put on this battery. I can't believe that actually is intact enough for it to still work. And then just have it fall. Perfect. Level 3 is a level, or world 3, I should say, is a world that is like, it has a lot going for it, and it's really satisfying to do right. But the downside of that is it's also really easy to just do things incorrectly. And you can lose a lot of time by messing up in World 3, which is, the case for a lot of like speedruns where it's movement heavy, such as and skip heavy, such as Viewfinder. But when it's done right, it's done really, 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 really well, and really satisfying to do, I should say. We're gonna be doing some more juggling in this next 2 levels right here. Oh, how rude of you! How dare you fall down like that? I was getting greedy. Oh. These batteries just do not feel like cooperating, do they? Okay. Perfect. And in this next level, we're going to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone here by putting this battery right here and then taking a picture of both the battery and the teleporter so that we can duplicate the battery and then make the teleporter be upright. Because one thing that I did forget to mention is that, but you might have noticed, is that the teleporters do have to be upright in order for them to work. And so that's just one particular rule that the game has. I'm going to let Mango explain this next series of levels because I actually really like doing it quickly and I want to focus.
Yeah, sure. So in these next few levels, we're going to be introduced to a handful of new mechanics. Firstly, we're introduced to the levers and the sort of power connectors, I suppose.
Interesting.
So we have to have the entire connector and the teleporter in frame in order for it to work. So Oz is going to back up, take a photo of the entire thing.
No, wait.
Actually, yeah, he went to pull that lever first.
I used to do old movement where I would turn this on and then go turn on the lever somehow, but I forgot to update that. But here's another really satisfying one.
Yeah. So instead of solving the puzzle normally by creating a bridge out to the lever, we can just jump over to it and just fall. Just like in this level, we're going to do kind of the same thing. Turn the lever on while we're falling, place the photo beneath us, and move on.
Yes.
Moving on to level, I believe, 4 or 5?
5.
level 5, we're going to meet the timers and I call them pressure plates, but I don't know if you have a different name for them.
They're pressure plates, but also introducing the concept of timers. And so
timers.
You can see there's a timer on the screen. So when you disconnect it, the timer will go down, and the connection between the timer and the teleporter will stay intact for a few seconds. Each timer has like a different length.
Yeah. And sort of update to our needing to have the entire connection in frame. We only need to connect from the timer to the teleporter now. And here we're actually going to be doing another falling system here, which is more challenging than it might have just looked, I think. Like, I struggle with it sometimes, but here we're also going to be falling. And yeah, that's level 5. Level 6 is one of my favorite levels in this game.
Yeah, it's another illusion-based level. There's actually not too many strats going on here. But as you can see, some of the areas just turn into walls, and some of the stairs turn into holes in the floor like that. There is some small skip that we're doing here. The real important strat is at the end of the level, where we're going to be going here, and then, I mean, you're supposed to find out the solution from another section of the level where you can just go around those pillars in that specific order, and then the platform will appear in midair. This particular one, I'm gonna let Mako explain it because it might take me a bit.
Oh, you're doing this here. Okay, so.
Oh my god, I got a second try. Okay.
So there's a very specific point on the actual rewind that you have to get to, because the way you saw the level is supposed to work is when you get too close to that battery, it'll turn into a pillar. But if you rewind to that certain point, it just won't for some reason. I don't fully understand how or why. But
yeah,
it just,
essentially you rewind and then let go of the rewind on the moment that the item turns back to a solid object. And so then when you continue, it'll just turn back into, it'll just stay a solid object the whole time. I didn't do tram skip that time because I failed at doing tram skip. But that's the hardest one to do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Between level 3 and World 3 and World 4, tram skip is really, really difficult. So I'm not too upset that I didn't get it. I'm also going to let you explain this. I'm also going to let you explain this next one because I consistently need to focus on this one.
Gotcha. Okay, so we actually have to restart level in order to do this skip, but Oz is going to sit in this chair and rewind at the same time. And as soon as the camera goes down, that's a sort of visual indicator of when to let go. Because the way it works is when you rewind, you get pulled back through the level to where you were. And when you get out of the chair, the game sort of will give you another jump, I guess. So you can essentially double jump on top of that platform.
Yeah. You could technically do it in this level too, but we found a bigger way and bigger and better and faster way to do it, which is Mug Launch. Everyone give it up for Mug Launch, everyone's favorite launch. The physics of this particular mug is wonky sometimes. Oh my god, we get a second try, look at that.
Oh, let's go.
That is a lot harder than it looks, actually. And so the physics of that particular mug, if you just jump at the right time as you're like interacting with it, it'll just launch you in the air like that. And so you can get to the end of the level pretty easily. One major mechanic that we are glossing over that is probably pretty obvious to you right now is that all of this like architecture that has like a purple tinge to it absolutely doesn't appear in your camera when you take a picture of it, which means that like a lot of the architecture will just like go through like that, you know, it just won't end up in your inventory. And so we can take pictures through the wall of objects that we can't see it, like so. Oh, that was way too off. Okay, hold on. There we go, that's better. Yeah. These next few levels are a bit finicky, I will say, but they're really satisfying to do. This whole, oh wow, the charger is underneath the battery is underneath the charger, but it still worked. It was nice. That movement would have landed you up here.
So much trouble.
It gives me so much joy when you do it right, though. We got a new mechanic here, the boomboxes. Do you want to explain those?
Yeah, sure. So on the other side of that wall that I was just took a picture of, there's a boombox, and we have to place it next to these sound receivers, I suppose, in order to turn on this. It's not cooperating with you.
Really?
To turn on these lights that are right next to him now.
There we go.
So that we can power up the teleporter.
I will say my depth perception with that specific image is always really weird.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off for a second. I don't know why. But here, same sort of thing. We're just going to be, not really. We're going to be moving the speaker next to the receiver. And in this one, ideally, we would use 2 of these photos here. You can do it with 2, but it's kind of...
We did it with 2. There we go.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Nice. And in this one, we have to move the speaker over because the length on that timer there is really short, and you can't actually get to it otherwise.
Yes. Here.
In this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. And in this one, we're actually going to be sort of learning that we can move sound through photos as long as we take a picture of the timer and the speaker. And I'm not sure how exactly you do this one, so I'm going to do my best.
Yeah, so here
just people do this one pretty
keep this one upright, and then I rotate the first image so that I will angle it very specifically so that the speaker is right here next to the next to the teleporter, so that I can just barely walk and gets to the teleporter before it turns back off. Because the moment that you like walk off of the pad that turns the speaker on, the detector will like immediately turn the teleporter off. So you want to make sure that you're really fast and that the speaker is like really close to the detector. This level is just filters the level. There's not a lot to say about it because there's a lot of really specific just pretty images to look around, pretty filters, and so is there anything you want to say, Mango, that I might missing here? Like, it's pretty. That's all I have to say.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
I guess I could say in this level there is a skip that we could do, but it's extremely difficult. I've never managed to do it myself, but that same sort of rewind double jump, it's called infinite jump. You can jump around a bit of the wall, right to Osborne's left there.
Yes.
And pull the lever that's on the other side of that wall.
There's something here.
But it's very difficult, and I can't do it. So, so yeah, this lever here we could jump around and pull it if we were good enough. But I'm not.
Perfect.
Oz might be, but I'm not.
Perfect. And then this particular level is a little weird, because he wants to make sure that we're entering this. Okay, hold up. I want to turn this guy on, and then we want to be really precise with our movement here, because this teleport. Oh, that's unfortunate. So yeah, anyone who has practiced this level knows at how tight of a timer this is. You need to be really tight with your movement, because otherwise this teleporter will turn off. Really, that didn't work.
What?
Yeah, I want to say you have maybe like a half a second window to get it right. Otherwise, it'll just turn off like right before you get to it, and it's very sad.
How did that not work? Yeah. Am I just washed? Like, am I just washed? Is that what's happening here? Am I scuffed?
That one looked good.
Okay, that one worked for some reason.
There we go.
Perfect.
There we go. First try.
Nice. All right. This is a level that is purely here for plot purposes. One thing that I will say is that you need to pull this lever and then immediately look at this machine. This machine is supposed to break down. However, the trigger for this animation starting is not pulling the lever. It is pulling the lever and then looking at the machine. The machine will not break down if you do not look at it. And I've learned that the hard way because I've lost several seconds because I did not look at the machine. And I was just waiting for the door to open and it never did. So that's just a tidbit that I like to add. Please look at that machine after you pull that lever. But yeah, we're going to level 5 now, and I'm actually not going to perform tram skip here, and that is purposeful because this is the one time where tram skip isn't faster than just going through the level normally. The reason being is because this level has like 2 floors to it. On the second floor is where all the levels are. Performing tram skip will spawn you on the first floor. However, going through a loading zone, then exiting and just going back to menu and then reloading the map will land you on the second floor next to where all of the teleporters are. As you can see, there's one right here. So for that specific one, the glitch just isn't faster. There's a lot of stuff going on here in level 5, Mango, if you want to explain.
Yeah, sure. So in this level, you may notice there's a little bit of a difference between this camera here. Something's different about it. There's a timer on top of it, and we're going to be using that to take a picture of ourselves. So everyone say cheese.
Perfect.
There we go.
That should have worked.
And
yes, it did. Okay.
that little black mist on the camera is the player. So we can use photos of ourselves, like you just saw, to teleport. And we're going to be using that in this level here to teleport inside of this cage and then back out. We're going to teleport inside to activate the teleporter, take another picture of ourselves so we can teleport back out and finish the level.
Perfect. And you also cannot be directly against a camera, because if you are, the game will not take a picture of you. Like, it'll just take a picture of stuff around you for some reason. So we're gonna take this guy. Perfect. Put him over here. Perfect. And then we're going to take a picture of... Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Perfect. You want to do that higher to get this battery, and then take a picture of ourselves, and then as the timer is ending, drop the battery so that... Oh, wait. Oh, come on. I wasn't quite in frame here. There we go. That works. Okay. So the battery just drops onto the charger instead of and so we don't have to like drop it ourselves. There is a puzzle here. If I can get the skip right.
There is a puzzle here. I've done it the intended way, maybe a grand total of twice. So instead of completing the puzzle like you're normally supposed to, we can just climb up on this little grate here and just jump across to the teleporter.
Dang.
It's kind of finicky.
There we go. Perfect. You want to get on the ledge here, and then
there we go. Just jump across.
Perfect, like that.
Nice.
This next level is really satisfying to do. Fast. So you just want to take a picture of yourself twice, facing the camera. And then, once you take a picture of yourself twice, we're actually going to use our images to get up to that ledge up on top of us by doing quick motion. Hold on. Ooh, nope, come on. Ooh, we're so close.
Also, the intended solution for this puzzle is to...
There we go, perfect.
Use a photo of yourself to teleport behind that fence that we were up against.
Getting just enough height.
So you can be farther away. And in this level, we're introduced to a pretty neat mechanic that you may have just seen. It's known as the void camera.
Yes. And
with the void camera, anything that you take a photo of will be removed from the world, just completely deleted. So that half of the bridge that we just took a picture of got deleted from the world right there.
Yes.
Which is specifically why we took a photo of only half of the bridge, so that we could still get across.
Yes, we're gonna take a picture of the teleporter with the charger on it, and we're gonna take a photocopy of it. We're gonna have one right side up, excuse me, and the other upside down, so that the charger that was on the teleporter just falls on. You can put it here. We're gonna take a picture of the wall through the wall, and then use it as a platform. Oh, that's way too far. That's way too low. That's just right. There we go.
I also like, we're going to take a picture of the wall through the wall.
Also, shoutouts to
a very funny sentence.
Shoutouts to Brian Otto for finding a ridiculous strat for this level that theoretically works, but no one has done in a run before. And so like I just absolutely love the stuff that people have found for this game. I don't even know how to explain it right, but just shout out to Brian Otto for finding a good amount of stuff in this game. We're gonna take a picture of this image twice. They're gonna take a picture of the battery and also us, and then we're going to be dropping both batteries here. One of them fell on the charger already, which is great. And in this last level, we are going to be taking a picture of this platform, starting this camera before we place the platform down. And then, perfect. We take a picture of ourselves from really, really far away because this timer that's attached to this pad over here is really fast. And so to skip on the travel time, we just teleport ourselves closer to the teleporter. Yeah, this is the final level. I do need to focus on this one because it's a bit of a hectic level that is on a timer. So Mango, feel free to do the explaining.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot that's going to be going on in this level, so I got you. So in this level, we have, as you can see on the camera, now 9, but we have 10 photos to use, and we have 5 minutes to complete, I believe, like 9 little mini puzzles. So some of the photos that we'll be taking, we will be using later, like the photo of the building that we took right at the start. We're going to be saving that for the end. Similarly, we're going to be taking a photo of the speaker behind us, right there.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
It's a surprise tool. But yeah, in this puzzle, we took a photo of that photocopier, and we're just going to be using it upside down because why not? Because who doesn't use their photocopiers upside down?
Exactly.
And in this next room, that door that's to our left isn't supposed to be a door, but we can just destroy it with our camera, so we don't have to worry about it. And we're going to use that floor to take another picture of ourselves so we can teleport through this blue wall right in front of us. And we're coming up on the end of this level. We're just going to be doing one more trick, placing this building so that we can stand right over here, place the speaker that we took, the surprise tool, and we are inside of the final cage of the level. So we just basically just skipped an entire puzzle.
All right.
By doing that.
Yeah. So that's the run. Kate is here because we are about to leave the simulation. However, Kate unfortunately only exists within the simulation. So we do have to say goodbye to Kate. This is a very sad moment because Kate is like very loving and very sentimental towards us. And he starts disappearing before our eyes, and he even sheds a little tear, which is very sad. We're going to enter this teleporter after this next line. Perfect. Everyone say goodbye to Kate. Bye, Kate.
Bye, Kate.
Unfortunately, we have to go back to the real world. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, we have to go back to the real world? Ew.
Yeah. So, there's one last walk right here, and the entrance to the real world is in that tree over there. Timing will end when we fade completely to black. So in around 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time.
GG.
GG.
Thank you all so much. Yeah, that's all from me. For real this time. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here, I am totally not pulling up Steam right now because I forgot what the prices for these ones are. $20 for Lightmatter and
I think it's
$25 for Viewfinder, yeah. Which in my opinion are both very much worth it.
Oh, yes.
Especially Lightmatter. And so if you want to go pick those up, they're really great games, really great runs. We would love to have you. And yeah, that's pretty much all from me. Again, my name is Osmorn. You can find me on Twitch at Osmorn. You can find me on Twitter, Osmorn. You can find, I have an Instagram and a TikTok. I don't post on it. I just use it to watch other people's TikToks. But if you want to follow me on there, I'm not going to stop you. So yeah, Twitter and Twitch is my main two things. And so with that being said, is Do you have anything more to say, Mango?
Just again, thank you for having me on commentary for these runs, both of your runs.
Oh no, my cam changed. Look at that.
Fun.
My camera changed. Dang, look at that. My camera froze. I'd love to see that. Hold up. There we go. Oh, well, we're just going to stay in that position. Okay. All right. Well, we're just going to stay in that position. All right. My camera froze in that angle. We're going to see that. But yeah, that's all from me. Continue what you're saying.
Oh, I was pretty much just saying thank you for inviting me to do commentary with you. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, words are hard. I will be back with our next run. So if you want to see more of me, stick around. I'll be doing commentary with Sal as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. We'll be right back with more awesome indie games. Mango will be joining us one more time for commentary. And stick around, y'all. If y'all have ever wanted to see a speedrun of the game Dicey Dungeons, don't worry, Selkuth Mind has your interests in mind. We'll be right back in just a few minutes, right after this break. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 29 of Passion Project. Did you know, by the way, that Games Done Quick Express is returning to TwitchCon from September 20th to the 22nd? And if you use !GDQX in Twitch chat, you can get more information and check out the schedule for that. But that's not what we're here for right now. We are here. TwitchCon's in a little while. But right now we've got Selkuth Mind with Dicey Dungeons, which has an awesome soundtrack. And we're joined once again by the commentator, the wonderful Masked Mango. We'll be right here. Take it away, Selkuth.
Oh, thank you for...
It would probably help if I added your full name there or just abbreviated it to Sel. It's like, no, Selkuth. We're getting halfway there and we're stopping.
Hey, I respond to all forms of that. Thank you, Amber. I am excited to be here. As said, you can call me Selkuth Mind. You can call me Sel. This is Dicey Dungeons, my first ever speed game. I just went and checked an SRC while I was waiting in the green room. I've been running this game since July 2020. So it's been a little while. Been doing lots of different things. We'll chat about my history with this game as we're doing the run. But with me, I have the lovely Mango.
Yeah, hi, it's me again. It's been a very, very commentary-filled night for me. But yeah, I semi-recently, I suppose, I've started running this game. I wish I had looked at SRC to see when exactly, but not quite 2020. But yeah, I've rerun this category one time last night, so I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, I'm very excited.
All right. Well, this is a very cool category, but first we have to start by going into the options and resetting progress. There's not a whole lot of progress to reset because I basically reset it while I was in the green room chilling. But this is full game, any percent glitches. Dicey Dungeons runs can be broken up into two categories. There's any percent runs and there's all fights runs. All fights runs, pretty self-explanatory. You have to do every single fight in the dungeon. So whether that's an individual episode you're doing or multiple episodes, you have to do every fight. Any percent, we can do any number of fights that we choose. Typically, we'll do the fewest. There'll be a few times where it's optimal to do a few extra ones. And the very important part is the glitches part, because the no major glitches version of this category is almost 9 hours long. One person has run it. He came into the Discord after finishing the run and begged the rest of us to never ever try it because it was miserable. So we're going to do the glitched version here. Lots of really cool glitches in this game. And it takes this down to, hopefully, knock on wood, the RNG being nice, about a little over an hour. With that being said, time is going to begin upon me clicking play. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right,
Good luck.
we're gonna.
Have fun.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna mash through some text. The lore of this game is that we are there's a group of humans who've been invited onto a game show called Dicey Dungeons, run by this lovely individual here called Lady Luck. Well, is she lovely? I don't know if she's lovely, but anyways, Lady Luck is the owner of the show. In order to compete, we get turned into dice, and we have to fight through this dungeon in order to make our way to the end and win our heart's desire. I believe for the warrior, his desire is like some fancy new sports car or something. He's got a really strange desire. Anyways, we're on the tutorial section. Mango, do you want to explain combat roll for people?
Yeah, absolutely. Combat roll is one of our is our sort of key equipment as the warrior. What combat roll does is it will allow you to re-roll your dice up to 3 times. While I'm at it, I'll go ahead and explain Fury as well. Fury is our quote limit break of this character, and Fury will allow us to use our next action twice. So if we were to use Fury on that battle axe, we would do 8 damage twice. And also, I guess while I'm here, I'll go ahead and explain Burn. There's a lot going on. So Burn, as you can see, will light your dice on fire, and you'll have to spend 2 of your health to extinguish that fire.
Yeah, and so as you saw there, I leveled up, which meant I got all my health back. And now we're going to fight the Jester. This is where the tutorial part starts to be from being like fully scripted to a little bit of RNG. So let's hope for... Actually, we got some really nice RNG for this opening move. Let's go.
Yeah, those were some really great rolls.
Those were really, really nice rolls. Something you might also occasionally see is you might start to see like controller things flash up on screen. That's because I'm actually playing this game using double input methods. The reason for that will become clear once we get to the glitches. But I am predominantly using the mouse to put the dice in, do all those things. Most of the movements with the dice, just because I find it easier. That's what I started with. There's only, I think, a couple players in the community who are faster with these. Let's go.
Oh,
that
nice.
was okay. Sorry to interrupt my thought there. I think there's only a couple runners in the community who are like really, really, really fluid with controller as their main thing. But I will be ending fights typically using my controller. I just have to double tap the X button, and it's faster to do that with my left hand than to move my mouse all the way over to the button and click it. So you will see that popping up on screen periodically. Gotta reroll.
And something that we also just saw there was we got hit by the freeze status effect. And what freeze will do is it will take your highest rolled dice and turn it into a 1. And it's sort of back and forth whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But for us, most of the time, it's not a very good thing. But yeah.
All right, so we are on.
There's that Fury.
Yeah, we're on floor 3, and floor 3 is very important in this glitched category because we are looking for a specific item called the Crystal Sword. It's a very rare drop. This episode, not this episode, but it has, I forget what it is, but it's like a sub 15% chance of appearing. But it only appears in chests on floor 3. Which means until we find that item, because it's kind of needed for the run, I will be taking extra fights if necessary in order to check those chests.
Yeah, very conveniently in this run, the chest was just on the way to the exit, so we don't have to take any extra fights. So that's very nice. Yeah, we're hoping for Crystal Sword out of this.
Oh, bump. Okay.
Unfortunate.
All right, so we're going to see our first glitch. I'm going to do some rearranging here. And for safety's sake, warning, this is going to get a little bit flashy visual, so look away. All right, there you go. See, I have 2 boomerangs in my inventory now. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to move that over. All right, and now again. So basically, I'm selecting the item. I am backing out to the menu. While still having it selected. I'm doing this with controller. I find it more consistent this way. And then somehow the game thinks I have a second copy of the item because, well, I was holding it when I exited out to menu. So of course there's 2 of them.
course.
Of course, totally normal. Boomerang. Mango, do you want to talk about Boomerang?
Ooh, Boomerang. Boomerang is both our best friend and our worst nightmare, because as you just saw, the upgraded version of the Boomerang will do double the amount of damage to the enemy, but 3 to yourself. But the unupgraded is the real scary one, because it'll deal still double damage to your enemy, but it will deal whatever the amount that you put into it to yourself. So yeah, if you were to, say, input a 5 into the unupgraded one, you would deal 10 damage, but you'd also deal 5 to yourself. And that can be pretty scary.
Yeah, so the reason I kept one of those not upgraded is because sometimes you actually do want to be able to take more damage to yourself, or sometimes you want to be able to, say I roll like a 2. Or a 1. If I put that into an upgraded one, I'll take 3 damage for doing 2 damage to the enemy, which means I take more damage than I do to them. Therefore, it's actually better. I'm actually just going to stop here and buy more health quickly. It's actually better for me to just not. Just not have one upgraded, because then I can reduce the amount of damage I'm going to end up taking.
Wow, I can't speak. I was also kind of curious as to why you kept one unupgraded.
Yeah, that's
actually really smart.
Okay, Beatrice. Beatrice can be my best friend or my worst nightmare for this opening boss. Oh boy. All right, chat, hold on. This might get a little spicy.
Everyone hold on to your dice.
Do I dare?
Am I hearing things, or did Saul just say that's gonna get a little dicey? Was there a dice pun in there, or am I hearing things?
I think I said spicy, but yes, things are getting dicey. I have 6 hit points, chat. This is very bad news. We might be redoing this level, which, you know what? This game knows when I'm speedrunning on GDQ. Can I defeat?
You could also exit to the main menu and then continue, and you'll start back before the fight.
True, good point. We're gonna do that.
So you don't have to do the whole...
I am going to just make sure that the equipment dupe worked, because I have not actually exited out to menu with that. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, we have an audio glitch. That's new. That's never happened before. That was interesting.
Well, the category does say glitches.
You know, we're just giving chat the full realm of glitches here. And 6 hit points. So we're gonna do this. All right, and now we're gonna pray to the RNG gods. Okay. Please. Oh, no, we're dead. We're gonna back up to title, and we're gonna
try that again.
We're gonna try this again. We are getting the real, never seen before experience here with this run. I didn't know about this, Mango. Thank you. This is gonna save some of my runs.
I'm happy I could tell you about it, because that's something that I actually just found by accident. So it's very
6 hit points. Okay, we got it to 10. We will live. We will live. She's going to dodge an attack, but we're going to live. And that's all we need. Okay, so we need to do 10 damage, which means we're going to do this to get the dodge. And there we go. That is Warrior Episode 1 done.
Nice.
A little bit more stressful than expected. Also, chat, spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. You gotta chat with me. Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
And are we gonna win our car? No. We have to try again. Gotta come back for another episode. But first, we're actually gonna see another character here. We get to meet the Thief, which the Thief is a really interesting character to speedrun. The Thief might be the most RNG heavy of all of them. I have technically done a Thief speedrun episode 1 before. It is extraordinarily RNG. be. But here, I'm just gonna skip my turn for a few times here, because we want the frog here, who's adorable, by the way, favorite character. We want Froggy to have a little chance to, get a chance to beat us. Don't worry about my health, it's fine. All right, and everyone say goodbye to the thief. That's the last we're going to see of the thief in this run. Time for the robot. There is a reason for doing this, which I will explain a little bit later on, but essentially to get to the final episode, I'm just going to play it now as I start to explain it. In order to get there, we basically have to have all of the characters unlocked, essentially. And so we have to technically have attempted all of them. And due to some shenanigans with the game thinks that we've actually defeated episode 1 for each character. It's weird, it's chaotic, it's very strange. But it's what it is. So, yes, spoiler alert, we're going to get to watch the next several characters die. So, Amber, how you doing? What are you thinking so far?
I'm doing all right. I really like how the soundtrack works for this. Chipzel does a great job with the soundtrack. And I also want to, we had a raid a little bit earlier. Just want to thank folks for being here and sticking around. And also the folks who do support Games Done Quick Hotfix through subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered here on the GDQ Twitch channel. It does help support Hotfix, and if you enjoy watching speedruns, consider subscribing to this channel to get access to our emotes and chat with other subscribers during our replays, because we do sub-only chat when we do our nightly replays.
Absolutely. We're not getting the best RNG here, I will say. Slime and Magician are two of the lower damage dealing characters that we can see on floor 1, and ideally, to kill off these characters faster, we want higher damage ones, but Slime will do. This Slime, who's a jubbly little fellow, is doing a pretty good job of applying that poison. That was the inventor. It's time for the witch, who you might recognize from my shirt. Don't you know what, if GDQI is still an emote on the channel, let's see some eyes in chat for the witch, who unfortunately will suffer the same fate. All right, Wolf Puppy. Actually, Mango, I'm curious, who's your favorite enemy to fight?
Favorite enemy?
Or you're just your favorite enemy in general in the game?
In like my favorite enemy just in general has got to be Cornelius.
Oh,
he's
yes.
just adorable.
Cornelius.
Cornelius is precious. But to fight? Yeah, I'm not sure. Frog is also very, very, very cute. But they can also do some pretty serious damage, so they're very scary to fight.
Yeah. All right. We are going to enter Warrior Episode 3 now, so now we get some actual gameplay. So we don't actually have to do all 6 episodes. We can just do... hey, it's still there. Good. Sometimes that glitch can fail going between episodes, which... Oh, by the way, yes, I carried the upgraded boomerang with me from... Episode 1. It's fine. This is totally normal. This is definitely not a game-breaking glitch. Not at all.
We definitely don't have going on 3 boomerangs now.
Yeah, that one glitch failed there for a sec, which it is a little finicky sometimes. All right, store another one.
4 boomerangs!
And technically a 5th. It's just still invisible, so...
It's like, geez, Mom, why do you get to have 4 boomerangs? Or no, why does Mom get to have 4 boomerangs? What? Wait, why does Mom let you have 4 boomerangs? Jeez.
I get entrusted with things I maybe shouldn't. But now comes the fun part of we just melt enemies. Mostly. Baby squid is pretty cute. I like baby squid.
Baby squid is very cute.
Oh, what are you?
I remember when this game came out, just like it took the speedrunning community like casually by storm. I just remember like just my Twitter timeline just being constantly filled with talks about like Dicey Dungeons.
Yeah, it's sort of having been in the community for 4 years when I joined. It was sort of quiet. I was kind of the only person running it for a little while. I am very much the only person who submits it to speedrun marathons. My apologies to organizers, because the RNG is a little brutal. But we've seen a little bit of resurgence. We've had some folks come in who are interested in like glitch hunting. That's why this category, full game, any percent glitches is as good as it is. We have one runner who came in and was like, I want to run this, and I see it's kind of just been neglected and hasn't received a lot of the like love it should to really get it to be its full potential. And so they put a lot of work into it. But yeah, we've had a few. We've got newer runners like Mango's come in somewhat recently. Oh goodness gracious, what are these rolls? This. Yeah, it's a cool game. It's a lot of fun to run, and it will teach you how to handle RNG really, really effectively, because it is all RNG. I'm gonna do that to heal. There we go. I've got lots of health back here. Let's check this chest. Chocolate cookie. You know, normally I'm not disappointed to see chocolate cookies, but in this run I am. Fury ready in 3.
This cactus does not look like it wants to be here.
No, some of the minions really don't want to be here. The saddest one is if we see Sneezy. Poor Sneezy. That's a dungeon allergy. Sneezy is allergic to their workplace, and they are unable to escape their workplace. Poor Sneezy. I feel very bad for Sneezy. We'll take the wizard. This is not great enemies on this floor. Okay. I like to joke that this game knows when I'm speedrunning it on GDQ. Because it gives me some interesting RNG sometimes.
Oh, also another really scary thing about this particular level is for every time that you level up, normally you're supposed to gain max health, but in this level, you actually lose 2 health for every time you level up. So we want to see as few fights as we can.
Oh boy, okay, I have to think. What can I do? I messed up on the warrior fight, on the wizard fight a little bit. Is that gonna kill? Okay, we're gonna try and snipe this. Chat, give me your energy. Let's go. Actually, we're gonna have this ready. Hang on. Actually, no. I should be able to do it in that order. Maybe. Okay, we're just gonna. Oh fuck! Nope. I messed up on that one. Let's see. Let's go back to title. Okay, we're gonna try this one again and hope for slightly better RNG. Apologies for cursing there. I don't normally swear. All right. Game. Really? Really game. Okay. We are going to back out to title and try that one more time and see if we can get better dice rolls. This is beatable. This is beatable. Trust. We just need very specific dice rolls. Is that gonna work? Maybe. We're gonna try it. That's not gonna work. Okay. We're gonna keep backing out to menu until we get the rolls we need. So, I don't know, Mango, any other thoughts you have about this game, about speedrunning it, advice for anyone who wants to get into it? Well, I am focusing on fighting this RNG.
Oh, we have a 6. Let's go. I will say there are some much kinder categories when it comes to RNG. A handful of the ones that I run specifically are one of the like DLC. Nice.
There we go.
Like one of the DLC, the Halloween special DLC has some very neat, much kinder categories to run.
Oh, the game is trolling me. It gave me a loud bird. Okay. Yes.
Oh boy.
I do agree. Halloween Warrior, Halloween special Warrior all fights is my go-to recommendation for first-time runners.
For sure. Yeah, that was my first category too.
I'm gonna preemptively back out to title. I need to get better rolls for that. I have a new safety strat. Thank you, Mango. we learned something new in this stream.
Ah, 3 1s.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Okay.
really mean.
Welcome to Speedrunning Dicey Dungeons, everyone. The game sometimes decides it just absolutely hates you. We're gonna try to do it because it's faster to do this. 6, let's go. Okay.
There's a 6.
We're gonna Fury the 6 so we can get more health. Game, really? I'm not going to actually do anything, and I am going to hope. Thank you, RG. Thank you. Oh, okay. This is doable. I need to roll a 2. So we can dodge. This. We're gonna Fury this. Oh, okay.
Let's go.
We got through that fight. We have to fight the
Progression.
skeleton now, which is, the skeleton is terrifying because the skeleton does a ton of damage. Okay, heal. We're gonna just hope for the best. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to end my turn, and I'm going to be ready over the start button to back out. Yeah, we need to back out to menu, because that's going to kill me. Try this again. Let's go. Okay, we got that 6. Good. We can heal. I have to think. Can I... No, I can't Fury that, so we're going to do this. I'm gonna actually. That's risky. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna kill me. Okay. Keep trying this. Let's go. Okay, at least we keep rolling a 6, which is good. 2 6s. Okay, that's promising. Okay, so we're gonna heal. It's not gonna kill. 8. 8, 12. Hang on. Math. Oh, it's not gonna kill. I don't know if it's gonna kill. 1 second. Calculator time. We gotta do math. Sometimes you gotta pause and do math quickly during a dicey run. Because welcome to this game. Okay, so that minus 8 is 20. It's not gonna kill quite. We would need another 5. See, I see chat saying it's impossible to not die at 2 HP, but there's a little trick to this game. where if you trigger things properly, if you kill the enemy as you yourself die, you don't actually die. We are rolling. I don't think that's going to be good enough. $26 would need to be, even if we had a 6, that wouldn't be enough. Okay, so we need something higher. We need we need at least 2 6s. Hi, I hate math, by the way. I don't know why I speedrun this game. Because it's very good. Okay. Same problem. Not high enough rolls. And I believe how the RNG of this works is our starting rolls are always identical, but they can change. There we go.
Okay, there's 2 6s.
Okay, I have to think now very, very, very carefully. So this would be 10, 8, that's 18. I like seeing chat is trying to help me solve this math problem as well. I see you, chat. I appreciate you. That takes me to 26, so that's not enough. I need this 4 to be a 5 or 6. Okay. We're gonna keep trying. We gotta reset that. Let's go. And yes, as someone very correctly said in chat, I can't do 2 boomerangs and proc a heal because the two boomerangs would kill me. That's a 5. I need a 6. Cool.
That's the polar opposite of what we asked for.
Nope.
Thank you,
Come on, game. Come on, game. This is genuinely faster, though, than restarting the entire episode. So we're gonna... Okay. 10. 20. Let's hope this is correct. Let's go. So because I killed the skeleton with the Fury, I actually don't die there. I know that sounds illogical, but I actually don't die there. Oh boy, okay. I'm going to take a second to reset that equipment glitch, just in case I'd lost it. Oh, okay. We did it, chat. We get Beatrice. I thought that was Drake for a second. I was terrified. Mango, do you want to explain why Drake is a terrifying final boss for us to get as speedrunners?
Oh, Drake. Excuse me. Yeah, so Drake being a vampire, you may be able to guess. He has to be killed with a very special item called a wooden stake. And for the wooden stake to be activated, you need to put 40 total dice into it. And what wooden stake will do is it will hit Drake for the final 5 health, but you absolutely have to kill him with it, and it's just very mean to get Drake in a fight or in a run.
It is rough to get Drake in a fight.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this to dodge. $12 plus 10 is not enough. That takes me too low. 6. Nope, that's not, doesn't do enough damage. That takes me to... Yeah, it takes her to 4. I'm gonna end the turn and I'm gonna be ready to... Okay, we're gonna back out to title because that will kill me. Try this again. Actually, the worst episode to get Drake on in this particular run is episode 5, for reasons I hope I don't get to show you all, because it's really bad. I'm not just going to do that. I'm going to play this really cautiously. Yeah, because we're going to take 8 damage. And we're going to get double shocked. That's fine. I'm not worried about the double shock. I need a 6 if at all possible. Okay, that got covered. Is that survivable? No. We're gonna redo that. So this is a downside of using the boomerangs. This is why we like the crystal sword, because we don't take damage from it. But unfortunately, the game has not seen fit to give us the crystal sword. If I do that, that would take me 6 damage, up me down to 4 health. I can't do that because if she does that, is it worth doing that? 10 damage, that puts me at 7. That would become too risky. Glad I didn't do that. Because I'm going to take 8 damage. If I had procced another one, I would have been dead. We are going to Fury this so that we can gain some more health. She's at 28. We're at that same problem again of we cannot do enough damage to her.
It just really wants to give you that 5.
It really wants me to have a 5. I'm trying to think. It's not enough damage to kill her. Might be enough survivable damage if she rolls really badly. She did not roll really badly. We're going to try this again. Oh, this is a tough episode, especially with the fact that we lose health. However, it's the runners of this category have just found it a little more consistent than the other option, which is doing episode 2. Game, what is this rule you have given me? We're gonna try it. I could have furied that, I guess. I could have furied the 3 without, yeah, that might have made a difference. We'll find out. Ow. Ow. Thank you, Beatrice. Love you too. 6 health. Do I risk going down to 3? Yes, we risk going down to 3. And we back to title because that will kill us.
What is your favorite front-facing dice?
Ooh,
Asked in chat.
I am curious maybe what they mean of that. In terms of design, I think the inventor is adorable, with like her little freckles, or their little freckles. I'm trying to recall what the inventor's pronouns are. Very cute, very adorable. In terms of like actually playing them, probably warrior. I kind of like the warrior quite a bit, which is why it's great that this run uses the warrior.
You're correct that her pronouns are she, her, by the way.
Okay. I think one of them uses they, them, and I can't remember which one it is. It's been a while since I read the wiki. I am not going to risk taking the damage. Those rolls were not high enough. Okay. Back to title. We're going to try that one more time. Come on, game. You're going to actually do that. Do we take another 3 damage? Take us to 7. That's been exchanged for 8. Yep, we're gonna try that. We're gonna reset. Let's go. Shoot, that will kill us. Okay, come on. We're gonna attempt. Okay, game. That is a choice. Do I do that? That would take me... Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna hit 2 HP. We have a Fury. Let's hope we get a 6. We got a 6. Very good. We're gonna Fury the 6. 28 damage. Also, for those of you checking the wiki, there is a like a fandom website wiki, and then there is like the proper wiki. I highly recommend the proper one. It's harder to find.
Oh yeah, it's, hold on, that's the fandom one's the one I'm looking at, but let me see if I can find the actual.
Okay, I might just say we're gonna retry this episode. I don't think that fight is actually beatable. So we're gonna try this fight again, except I'm actually gonna go into episode 2 here. And I'm actually gonna steal an equipment item from episode 2 to make this a little bit safer, because that was a little scary. All right, we're gonna click new game this time. Oh. I appreciate your energy and patience with that one, chat. That was some wild RNG. All right, we're gonna rearrange the equipment a little bit. All right, so I'm doing the backup strat because the quitting out to menu backup strat was, I don't think that was solvable. I tried mathing that out every way. I don't think that was gonna work. So we're just gonna retry the entire episode because it's probably faster at this point. It's a bit of a time loss, but my estimate is very generous because, goodness gracious, this game, as you have already seen tonight, doesn't like to play nice. So I'm using boomerangs here. Or not boomerangs, I'm using battle axes, which I stole from episode 2. And the reason is they still do 2 times damage, but they don't do damage to me, which will make this a little bit safer. It could be the Jester. That could be correct. I see that in chat. Oh. I like the Wizard. The Wizard is an icon. The Wizard is great. We stand the Wizard and his flying socks in this house.
Of all the things to use your magic for, just taking your socks off and putting them back on.
Hey, why not?
I put my socks on 2 feet at a time.
That's actually a really nice roll for us, getting an extra die, because that means we will defeat them easily. Boom. All right, chat, how we doing? How are we feeling with the RNG of this? I am feeling this is a typical GDQ experience for me in this game. I did a warrior showcase at, I think it was Frost Fatales this year. There was, how many episodes? I had 3 different episodes I was showcasing, and the only one I actually successfully finished in my estimate was the hardest one of the 3. The other 2, which normally I can clear first try, no problem, absolutely hated me. So, you know, I now joke that this game knows when I am on the GDQ channel and decides to showcase its absolute worst RNG. But I do promise this game is great. You should absolutely come speedrun it. You should play it casually if you have not. The game has 2 free DLCs. It works on Steam Deck. It works on... there's a mobile version as well. There's PC. There's all sorts of versions. You absolutely should. The dev is lovely. The artist for the game is lovely. The musician is lovely. Just everyone involved with this game is lovely. Come play it. But maybe don't start with full game any percent glitches as your first category, because it is the worst for RNG. All right, fingers crossed. We got a bump. Okay.
We're getting ourselves the full-bodied experience of RNG right here.
We really are. All right, there we go. Boom. Okay, that was a nice one. That marshmallow is shockingly kind of creepy. They have some really scary voice lines if you actually stop to read them. But here we have Super Dryad. I don't remember why some of them are super. Some of them just are. Why not be super?
Yeah, I'm not even really sure what the difference between super and like non are.
I technically,
I think.
I know it's. I know it's.
I think it's just more health.
Yeah, I think it's just more health.
Or,
at least typically.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I remember I wrote it out at one point in a guide, but I don't remember anymore. All right, hello, Kraken. My least favorite enemy to fight, except when I have an inventory of battle axes, and then it's fine. The Kraken has two abilities that are pretty awful. They are Curse and Blind. Mango, do you want to explain those status effects?
Yeah, sure. So Blind, as you can see, will cover the value of 2 of your dice, or of however many you have Blind, and Curse does what it just did, and it has a 50% chance to cause any of your equipment to fail, and it will go away as soon as it gets used. Yeah, so we really hope we don't get cursed. Blind isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world, but curse is just oof.
Curse is rough. All right, we get a rotten apple. It's like a mimic, except it's an apple. I know for some speedrunners, they don't particularly like this character. I have no issues with them. I quite like fighting it. As you can see, it does 1 damage, or it can reduce your health by half. Casually, it can be really, really rough. But we're speedrunning. We have an inventory full of overpowered things. It's fine. All right, we're gonna go heal a tiny bit, and let's go. Oh, Bounty Hunter. That's a rare sighting. Bounty Hunter. Shit, I don't know if I've ever encountered Bounty Hunter while speedrunning this category. We are learning things today in this run. All right, we're gonna get silenced. That until we break it covers our limit break. Oh, I am not a fan of this. Okay, we're going to do that. Can I roll something better? Nope, I rolled worse. Okay, let's go. Loudbird is a time. Loudbird is a time. We'll put it that way. Let's see what we got. Weekend. Good, we can heal. I still got the health off of that, even though Loudbird took no damage. All right, we're gonna heal. All right, Bounty Hunter. Mango, do you know much about this enemy? This is a really, really rare sighting.
I actually think I've only seen Bounty Hunter like a few times. I don't actually know really anything about Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know if I have. Yeah, so the main mechanic is the Bounty Hunter has an ability to basically steal one of your items temporarily. It usually isn't the biggest deal, but it can get a little interesting sometimes and a little annoying. I'm just like, please give me my equipment back and 1 HP. Let's go. Super rare. Like this enemy is super, super rare to see. Oh, ow. Ow.
Sounds like Bounty Hunter would be especially scary if you had gotten crystal swords. That would have been even.
Yeah. Really so, yeah, that's one of the characters that kind of sucks to meet when you have really overpowered stuff in your equipment. Ah, okay, you're not the worst. I am paranoid that the glitch failed. We're gonna just redo the glitch quickly. All right. All right, let's see. Okay, this feels better. Feels better. I say that as it looks like she's gonna smack us pretty good. 5 damage, that's less than I was expecting. These two need to be re-rolled. Damage or heal more. We're gonna choose to heal more. Just because she has that shield. Let's go. Okay.
There we go.
We have survived that episode. A few backup strats later, we did it.
I think it helps not like running into Beatrice as a boss as well.
Yeah. Beatrice is not the worst, but also not the easiest.
Yeah.
Welcome to getting that challenge completed. All right, on to elimination round. This is episode 4 for every character. It's called elimination round. Yeah, nothing particularly exciting about this one. Yes, we did spin the wheel, chat. We did spin the wheel. I see that in chat. Thank you. It is very important that we must chant spin the wheel every time we see it. That is, in fact, part of our contract for being on the show Dicey Dungeons. We must say that. So thank you for remembering, because I very much forgot. When do we win the car? I will explain that in a little bit when we win the car. Or actually,
it's a monster truck that Warrior really wants. He wants a monster truck and to be the strongest man in the world.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
It's like, why specifically a monster truck? I don't know.
You know, he's a very all muscles, not many thoughts in brain character. Oh, there's sticky hands. We're not going to fight sticky hands, but that's another rare sighting. We love the slightly head empty energy of the warrior.
Head empty, full of protein.
Mango, do you know his lore from Reunion?
I know I've played the Reunion, but I haven't actually heard much on, or like seen much of the lore now.
So one of the DLCs is called Reunion, and it takes place after the final events of the end of this run. So I'm not going to try and spoil that too much. But essentially, he ends up writing a fitness book, but it's all pictures, no words, because words are a little too complicated for our wonderful little warrior friend here. So he's written a book that works for him. And you know what? We stand working it with your own unique learning needs. Baby squid. And then we have to go back and fight that one back there and hope for a crystal sword. So far, the game does not have me too hopeful about that. We'll take a boomerang as backup. All right, vacuum. Fun fact, if I'm remembering correctly from my many conversations with Marlo, the wonderful artist of this game, was actually one of the first characters that they developed, her and Terry, the dev. So Vacuum here has a little bit of a special place in their hearts. And why wouldn't he? Look at Vacuum. Look at him. Very friend-shaped, very much not our friend, but very friend-shaped. Six shooter, okay. I'm gonna pop in here, see if there's more health. No. Okay.
I saw the red card and got really excited for a second.
Yeah, so did I. I saw red and then, oh, it's the six shooter. Oh, okay, game. Thank you for the ones. Handyman, if you need a hand. Handyman's got a hand for you.
It's got 6 of them too.
He's got lots to give you. Okay. Huh? What?
Oh, that was something.
Sometimes the AI of this game is a little... Or I guess like the NPCs sometimes make very interesting decisions. That was certainly an interesting decision that it made there, but hey, you know what? It's fine. Okay. This. I will say I understand the appeal of combining dice. So you know what? I do kind of get what Handyman was going for there. I do kind of get it. It is fun to combine the dice. But we are trying to kind of go fast. So oh boy, okay. Loudbird and Rhino Beetle are not our favorite ones to see here, but you know what? There's worse options. So if you're sort of paying attention, chat, at this, you can see that a downside of using the boomerangs is it makes it a little bit safer for me. Like, obviously I'm not taking as much damage. However, it does come with the downside of my Fury doesn't get procced as often, so it means I get fewer options to do as much damage, and that can be a little bit rough. I need to remember to proc this first. You? Oh, that doesn't fit. Oh boy, okay. Mathing very well right now, let's go. Oh. Rhino Beetle. Oh, we got a locked die. Mango, do you want to explain that?
Oh, yeah. So, lock, as you can see, will physically lock a certain amount of your dice. One dice for each lock. I can't speak. And yeah, we just can't use that dice. So kind of inconvenient for us, but you know, we got past it.
It's not the worst thing.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Yeah.
Heal.
Right.
All right, let's fingers crossed, everyone. Buster. Okay,
Buster.
I'm not mad about seeing Buster here. I am going to once again just make sure that equipment glitch is set up properly. I've had that fail a few times, and the RNG has proven that it wants to be mean tonight, so I am not going to give it more opportunities. We mean, oh goodness gracious, what is that roll? Buster's a dragon. Buster's very friend-shaped. Buster also is sad about being stuck down here in the dungeon. If you pay attention to his voice lines across the whole game, he's kind of sad about being here. But you know, he's as much a prisoner as we are of Lady Luck. We're not going to risk that.
Good Durgan.
Buster's a good boy. Oh, that's 4 damage. Oh boy. My heart stopped there for a second. 4 HP. Okay, so I can't proc a Fury. We're going to preemptively restart this boss fight. Buster is a very good boy. Yes, if you're going to be mad about anyone, mad at anyone here in this game, be mad at Lady Luck. She is the real villain of the game, keeping characters kind of trapped here. This is, I like to sometimes say, this is secretly a horror game. If you play Dead by Daylight, you might be aware of like the whole thing of like the entity has trapped everyone who's in the game there. It's kind of similar here. We're all just kind of trapped and forced to fight for Lady Luck's entertainment. Oh, I don't like any of these. We're gonna retry that. We are all just kind of stuck here. Will we escape? I don't know. We're gonna find out in probably roughly 40 minutes. I'm trying to estimate how long we've been at this run. probably about 40 minutes, because we're probably about 30-ish in, 35-ish in. Let's see. I'm trying to do too many forms of math simultaneously. Like I said, I'm not good at math. I don't like math. I speedrun this game. Don't ask me why. Do that. Okay.
I mean, it could be the soundtrack, or the art style, or the overall mechanics. Who needs math?
You know, this is true. This is true. I also speedrun Death and Taxes, and I don't like taxes either, so... You know. Good games, good games. Alright, come on, RNG. Sure. We'll try that. Okay, I'm feeling okay about this. This is promising. Okay. I pop that. Okay. Maybe I... Okay. Thoughts if I have to reset this? Yes, I absolutely have to reset that. This is a problem of going into a boss fight not fully healed. This is also why I recommend for beginners to do all fight categories rather than any percent, because with an all fight category, you always go into the final boss at full health. Okay, game. And that just makes things a little bit more stable and safe. Oh boy, okay. Ouch. That hurt a little bit. That's no, we're gonna retry that. That is not solvable. We need to end with 14 health. So we need Buster to not roll super well. While I'm trying to solve this boss fight, Mango, do you have any advice for anyone who would like to try and get into running this game?
It's a good question. Honestly, if you do want to get into this game, I would personally suggest joining the Discord for the community, because the community is very, very wonderful, very helpful, very kind group of people, and I know I would personally like to help you guys out as well. So.
Yeah, I will say our resources are not the most organized, but we are friendly.
We are friendly, yeah.
Perhaps you could be the next community member that joins the Discord and maybe gets the resources organized. Maybe you're an organizing type.
That'd be helpful. Or glitch hunters. I know there's some glitches in the game that we would like to explore further, but we're kind of at our knowledge limit. So if you like uncovering glitches, all that good stuff, come join us. We could maybe use you. All right, we're gonna take one more shot at this, and then we're gonna try the episode again. The RNG is not giving me a whole lot to work with. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna end at 14. Fury, we can Fury this for 8. Roll that for 6. Okay, we're just gonna take a death here and we're gonna... Oh, wait! Buster! Oh, the AI! Oh, bless the AI's decision making there. We're still probably toast, but bless the AI's decision making. For choosing to not take. Could have knocked me out there. We're probably... Yeah, we're guaranteed dead. You know, we're just gonna end ourselves and we're gonna try this again. Oh, all right. Oh yeah, this is the episode where they have extra health. This is what makes it so difficult, is they have more health, all of their things are upgraded, and that just makes this a little more challenging. But you know what this means? Mango, do you know what this means, trying the episode again?
I believe that means we get another shot at getting our crystal sword.
It does mean that. So we might get a crystal sword this time. Let's hope for good RNG. Come on, game. Please give me a crystal sword. You can technically finish this run without a crystal sword. It just is much slower and much more painful. Go. Ooh, okay. We have a Fury proct.
Every time I see this "you win" sign, I just think of like the Donkey Kong 64 minigame thing where it's like, you win!
That's very fair. Hello, everyone. Say hello to Sneezy. This is our poor friend who is allergic to dungeons and unfortunately works in one. Oh, ow. Thank you, Sneezy. Thank you. Ouch. So Crystal Sword, to see the question in chat, Crystal Sword can be used once per battle, but does 3 times the damage with a maximum of putting a 5 in it. You can probably imagine why that's really powerful. Because with 1/5, we can do 15 damage. If you Fury it, suddenly that's 30 damage. The one that you're thinking of that only works on like alternate turns, I think is called Polar Star.
Yeah, Polar Star.
Polar Star, yeah. I use that one. That's my backup item for Halloween special warrior fights. That's an item I like to go to. Okay, Fury this. Reroll for something better. Let's go. Oh. Why? There we go. Take boomerang. All right, we got the bully. Ooh, I forgot how much the bully hurts. Upgraded. Ow.
Oh, ouch.
Thank you, bully. Appreciate that. Let's roll. We're gonna be fine. We got plenty of health, but ow. That's also a decision there, because could have done more damage to me had it made a different choice there, but sometimes we're glad that it's the AI is not as smart as it could be. Oh, Copycat. Okay, Copycat is another one of those ones that's scary to fight when you are nice and like fancy upgraded like this. 8 damage. All right. Gotta try that fight again. It rolled too well. Okay, please don't roll as well. Ooh. That's better for us. We survived that. I had to think for a second if we were going to survive that, but we were. Oh, all right. That's Copycat down. We should level up. There we go. Got the extra HP. Oh, Gargoyle. I quite like Gargoyle as a design. Not the best one to fight, but I do quite like. I will say it's been interesting over my years of running this game. My opinions about different enemies has changed quite a bit at times. Like I know I used to absolutely despise seeing Drake, like all the other runners did, and then I started running Halloween Special, where, fun fact about Halloween Special, there's only 3 possible bosses you can get. One of them's Drake. So when the main category you run for the longest time is Halloween Special, you will start to see Drake a lot, and you learn how to fight him really effectively, which is another reason I recommend it to people who want to get into the game as a speedrun, just because it will teach you really, really well how to handle arguably the worst boss in the entire game. Oh, game, why? Why did you give me those rolls? Okay, so we're not going to get a dice locked. That's very nice. That's very handy. Very kind of you, Gargoyle. Thank you. Is there a health? Oh, do I want to go into the boss with less health? Or do I level up? We're going to take an extra fight, because any percent we can technically do any number of fights. We're going to take an extra fight so we go into the final boss full health, because that has been our downfall the past several attempts. We've been not at full health. So we're going to do that. We're going to just take an extra fight. Crystalina is a slightly less risky fight than Cowboy. So we're going to do this to heal up. Ooh, re-equip the next one. Okay, that's the best blessing that they could have rolled for us. Okay, we're gonna get weakened. That's fine. I'll take it. Dodge. Okay. What got weakened? That. Oh, goodness gracious. Game. Why? That's fine. We were successful. Very important. I don't click upgrade equipment there. All right. Beatrice, hello, friend. I once again saw the cape and thought it was Drake for a second. Which, this is the episode we really don't want Drake, because fun fact about, because we're on episode 5, right? Or is this episode 4 we're on? I have lost track of what episode we're on. Regardless.
I want to say this is episode 4.
Okay. Episode 5 is where we don't want to see him, because episode 5, he does this really fun thing, and by fun I mean really terrible thing, called requires you to kill him twice. Instead of wooden staking him for the final few points of damage, you must instead kill him twice. It's very awful. It is not a good time. All right, let's see. Let's see what we roll. I'll pop that. We're gonna do this because that's actually more damage. All right, please don't hit us too hard, Beatrice, please. Please, ma'am. We're going to try that again. Thank you, Chad. I see people agreeing with you, Mango, that we're probably in episode 4. Appreciate you, chat, helping me out. This is a game that requires a lot of brain power, and commentating simultaneously takes a lot of effort and some skill.
Yeah, you've been smashing it. I know RNG hasn't been kind at all, but like you've been handling it really well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I feel, knock on wood, good about this. Okay, we're gonna take 15 damage. Nope, 18. Okay. She triple shocked us, which isn't great. Oh, Beatrice, ma'am, why? 6. No, 8, still higher. Let's go. Whew. All right, chat, are you ready to spin the wheel? Spin the wheel. We're going to get the card this time. I believe. Gosh darn it. Nope, not yet. Not yet.
Maybe next time.
All right, so that was episode 4. All right. Parallel universe. This is where things get a little wild. Things don't work the way they do normally here. We're gonna keep the rusty sword for now. I'll probably do an equipment swap just in case. And because actually I can get this particular item from going back to episode 2 and just opening up episode 2. I'm not actually going to duplicate it again further. I just recalled that is a thing I can do. So it's a slight little time save there. All right. Hello, Frog. Goodbye, Frog. Oh, hello. We could see Sneezy again. Hello, Sneezy. But first, a Super Bros. Super Bros just looks so powerful. I forgot how combat spatula works in this episode, and yes, it is combat spatula. You did hear me correctly. Instead of it being a combat roll where we put it in and we get a randomized result back out, instead it flips the die over. So 1 becomes a 6, 5 becomes a 2, and all those good things. Yeah, we're gonna Fury that. So it actually makes this episode a little trickier. We're gonna be fine. But it does make this a little trickier. Oh, okay. We're gonna flip this upside down to a 5. Fury. Right. Ma'am, please. We're gonna do this. Let's go. Okay. We should level up. Yes. So this is an episode where like everything is very different. And this is the one that this point in the run is where, especially if RNG has not been particularly kind, like tonight, my brain gets a little scrambled and I forget certain mechanics of this one. I recall now. But I do sometimes forget. Okay, we're on floor 2. Chest is in a good location. We're gonna fight Baby Squid. We don't want to flip that. We want to flip this one. So blind works the same way in this episode, I think. So the Fury quest. Oh, go ahead, Mango. I hear you about to explain.
I was just gonna say about blind. Instead of hiding your dice value, it hides how much health you have in this episode. So you can't actually see your health. But I did see someone ask about Fury, and I'm actually not entirely certain what the difference is.
So it doubles the next action, but the equipment cannot be used next turn.
Oh.
Which, if we had crystal swords, it wouldn't be a problem because we can only use it once. Anyways, so not the worst deal. Oh, we got Candle, arguably one of the worst items, which is fine.
I didn't even get to read the full description for Candle, but I just saw Dice Loot like go -1, and I was like, ew.
Yep, that is an appropriate reaction. There are valid uses for Candle, but it is not one we like to see. It's one that's actually very common to get in Warrior episode, or the Halloween special Warrior episode. Very common to see it there. The game. Excuse me? What is this? Sure. That worked, I guess. Okay, yeah, that worked. That's fine. All right, we leveled up. We get an extra die. We're on episode 5, which means we probably actually, unless I have to redo this episode, which, fingers crossed, I don't need to. We probably will not actually get to see Crystal Sword. I don't know if it actually drops in episode 6. I'm trying to remember what I've chatted with about some of the other runners who know, some of the folks who know the drop rates a little bit better than I do. I don't think we're going to get to see it, which makes me a little bit sad because it's actually a really, really cool item. But it's giving you the very authentic experience of speedrunning this game, because sometimes you just don't get the item you want and you gotta work with what you got. We're gonna do this and this. Let's go. Actually, Mango, I'm curious. Have you done any backstage runs yet?
I have.
Okay.
I have on the mobile version of the game.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. I want to say I did backstage any percent.
Any percent is fun.
See what my time was. I got an 11:27.
Ooh, that's very, very good.
I just smacked my hand on my desk. Ow.
Oh, I hit my elbow earlier on my desk too. That was rough.
Wait, what does burn do? Okay. Oh, I didn't need to proc Fury there. Oh well. That is fine. I say very tentatively, very hesitantly. Game? What are these enemies? Okay. Okay, we are having RNG. Also, I just had a thought. I realized we have, oh goodness. We will have a choice to make after episode 6. And that chat could maybe help us decide is witch or thief. No further context. Witch or thief. My heart rate just stopped there for a slight second seeing that. Oh, we live. Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious. Does chat want to see witch or thief? I'm going to have no further context. Just that choice. Let's hope. Okay, we should be fine. So partly why I took this path is, again, Crystalina is a little bit of a safer enemy for us to fight. As a general rule, she's just a little bit safer. So we're going to take advantage of that. This also lets us have a shop so we can open. No, please do not. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say we're at equal parts witch and thief.
Okay. We don't need heal because we leveled up. All right, skeleton, please be kind. Okay, we're cursed. Ah, yep. Okay, that's how curse works in this episode. Forgot about that. but it allowed us to do a lot of damage. All right, we're gonna get cursed again. That's fine. We got enough health to work with here. We're gonna... Ow. Thank you, game. All right, we're gonna go heal. We're gonna buy health, because there should be health. All right. 50% HP. Beatrice. We're seeing a lot of Beatrice tonight. This is the unusual amount of Beatrice.
Yeah.
This is a shocking amount of Beatrice. What do I want to Fury here? This. Shock works differently as well. It costs hit points for us to unshock equipment. So that's really fun and a little stressful. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do.
Jeez, what are these rolls she's got?
No, she's gonna kill us. We're gonna try this again. Oh boy. You know what? I am revising my opinion on Beatrice. I no longer like fighting her as a boss. We are seeing opinions change live here on Passion Project tonight.
Gonna go from passionate about this game to heck this game in no time flat.
Nah, I love this game too much. I have taken breaks from it. Like I said, I ran this first in 2020, and then I think I kind of took a break to like 2022. I took a little break. Oh boy, ma'am. I swear if you dodge that, I'm going to be very not happy with you. Nah, cool. Back to title, let's try this again. I'm going to give this one more shot, and if it's not going to work, we will just redo the episode. I am, at this point, I think it might be faster, but we're going to give one more shot. One more shot at this. Okay, we're going to Fury that. She's at 52. That's promising for us. That's only 2 hits instead of 3 like she did last time. She just doesn't have a chance to dodge, so we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. We're not going to unshock either of the two because I want to keep as much health as I can. We're going to take 2 hits, which is 4 damage, so that's... Okay, she's going to dodge us. So it'll be down to 8, which is 6 hit points. That's a little sketchy, but potentially fine. We're going to do that hit. I was hoping that that would not hit. Or that she would dodge. Okay. No, we're gonna take too much damage. New game. We're gonna try that again. All right, one more shot to try and get Crystal Sword. Equipment, let's hope... Oh, never mind. Actually, we gotta go back to title and re-get our item. All right. Hello, episode 2. We're gonna grab a battle axe from here. I saw what Lady Luck said there. Give a thunderous round of applause to Warrior. He loves the thunder. He's never going to hear it again. Lady Luck is a real villain. And if you don't believe it, just read everything she has to say. She's quite well written, quite villainous. Again, like I said, I do hold that this game is, you know, a quasi-horror game. Title, continue. Okay, let's try this one more time. go. Okay, so another reason to play the Halloween episode is all of the characters have costumes. Mango, do you know the costume for the wizard?
Oh, I should know this.
I should hope so, given that you run that category.
I really should. I'm blanking on what it is. Uh-oh. I might need you to remind me.
It's a chicken. It's a chicken costume.
Oh, how dare I forget that?
It's very good. It is such a good costume. Just all the costumes are great. All the art is great. I am curious, since we've been at this now for a little bit. Amber, do you have a favorite character so far that you have seen?
Oh god, that's a good question.
Favorite enemy you've seen?
I liked Buster. I really like dragons, but that probably stems from the years I played dragons competitively in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I love me some dragons.
Fair. Buster's great. Buster is very friend. I'm trying to think. I think Buster's the boss that even has a line saying it's a shame that I have to kill you, but it's like part of my job. I have to do it. And he's very compassionate and empathetic. We love Buster. He's just doing his job. Polar Star, that was one that was referenced in chat earlier there. We don't. Yes, we're gonna roll one of those.
Oh, I love this sorceress outfit.
She's very millennial coded.
Yeah.
Very, I believe one of the lines she'll say when you defeat her sometimes is, game why? Like she'll write like a tweet and at the end sign it off with #blessed. And I'm just like, what a millennial icon. All right. Oh, game. Why? And I do see in chat, yes, it is the exact same artist as for Floppy Nights. It is Marlo Dobie. Lovely human. I've had the great pleasure of having her on comms with me a few times. Unfortunately, she was busy tonight and therefore couldn't join us. But she does send her well wishes. I wish she had sent good RNG, but you know, she's just the artist, not the dev, and can't control that. All right. Scissors. All right. Good RNG for floor 4, though. Just one fight. So I believe you can have up to 3 fights between you and the exit. I recall that correctly. Max is 3. Max is 3. Minimum is 1, except for one really specific situation where you can actually end up with no fights between you and the exit. And that is... So I had to think about math there for a second. And that is coming out of the tutorial. So the first time you play Warrior Episode 1, you can actually result in the game just not giving you a singular... It can just not give you an enemy to fight on floor 2. It's very strange. We don't know why it happens. We just know that it is a thing that can happen sometimes. Just you know, game be gaming. Oh, hello, Rotten Apple. There's a Rat King, which we don't have to fight right now, fortunately. We will want to fight the Rat King at some point, hopefully, but not right now.
I didn't want to interrupt when you were on the snowman fight, but that snowman looks like he belongs in one of those Chad memes.
That's so true.
Like, that's all I could see when I looked at him.
That is such an accurate observation. And I can't believe I had never thought of that before. So thank you. I will never be able to unsee that now.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay. Oh boy. All right, Singer, let's go. All right, Singer didn't roll very well. This is good. Singer is a shockingly dangerous fight. Just because she can do a lot more damage to you than you think she could. I'm gonna be prepared to back out if I need to. Okay, nope, she's not gonna be able to do enough damage to us. Very low in damage. That's a little scary. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Health. Is there more health here? Do I want to fight Loudbird? We're gonna fight Loudbird. I'm gonna make a decision. We're gonna take the risk. We're gonna fight Loudbird in the hopes of getting... we need to be just at full health. I am very scared that we're gonna get Drake as the boss, and I do not want to hit Drake. We don't want to hit Drake at less than full health because we have to kill him twice. Okay, this. All right, Loudbird, please cooperate. Please cooperate. We're not going to get silenced. They are going to potentially dodge. Ow. Ow. Please don't hit me like that. That's very rude. Okay. We're going to do that. Okay, that took that. Let's go. Woo. All right. We are healed up fully. Let's go. Madison! Hello, Madison. I am happy to see you. Sort of. Madison, none of the bosses in this game are easy. Who am I kidding? But Madison is not the worst one to see. All right, so she's gained Fury. Oh, that's very good for us. That's very, very, very good for us. We don't want to flip the one upside down. Okay. Campfire is disabled, which is very, very good for us. We're going to get Fury. That's fine. Okay, let's think. Do we want to do a 5? Okay, that's not terrible. Ooh. Game Y. Okay. I'm gonna burn this. Okay, she didn't do any damage to us. That's very good. That's very lucky. We have this. Oh, let's go. Okay. We are out of episode 5. The wheel still didn't spin properly. All right. We are going to go back into episode 2 quickly to grab our item. All right, we're going to continue. Pick up a battle axe. All right, time for episode 6, which is bonus round, and it's bonus round for all the characters. Episode 6 is a wild time. Oh, I'll take the sword. Okay. Mango, do you want to explain for folks why episode 6 is a little wild?
Yeah. So, like Saul said, episode 6 is just a wild time because at the end, as soon as we move on to the next floor, we'll get a new rule that we have to follow. Some may be like the enemies getting a certain item, the enemies having more health, some status effects working differently, stuff like that. But as soon as we move on to the next floor, we'll get a new rule. And for each floor we go on to.
Yeah, we're about to get a rule. Let's see what we get. Yep. 10% extra health. I will take that. That's not the worst one. So you can take what is presented to you, or you can roll, and it will just give you whatever you get in that roll. That can be very risky because sometimes you get something that's better, and sometimes you get something that actually might kill the attempt at the episode. We don't want this episode to die, if at all possible. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna take some poison as well. That's fine. Because there we go. Alchemist is done. Final fact about the Alchemist, you want to see the Alchemist in Thief Episode 1 runs, which is why that's one of the most RNG heavy ILs for the community, is because it's a rare character to end up fighting. All right, we're gonna fight that. Boop-a-doo. There we go. Oh. All right, let's see what roll we get. When your dice is frozen, start returning. I'll take that. That's fine. So we're gonna get something ending up rolling down to a 1. That's fine because we actually want lower numbers for this particular setup we have, because we just have we have a bunch of battle axes. That's preferable for us, so it was worth taking. Yeah, I rolled 5. So far the rules RNG has been nice. So far. We don't need to proc Fury, we can save that. Let's go. We leveled up. We'll take this. All right, we're gonna check that chest on the off chance that there's a crystal sword. I think the odds of a crystal sword appearing in this episode is like 3%, which is not great, but we will take it. There we go. Vacuum's done. Last stand. Okay. That's fine. Instead of causing equipment to fail, cursor versus your target. We're gonna take random. Let's see what we get. Sure. I don't know if I've ever seen that rule before. We're gonna see. There's a lot of rules that can appear in episode 6. Hello. I am very happy about that. Let's go. That was a kind thing from the game. If for those of you who maybe didn't see what that little subtle change was, rather than requiring me to put a max of 4, it's letting me put a max of 5 in there, which is a huge damage upgrade. It's 2 extra hit points. It's 10 versus 8 is the max damage, but that's still quite massive. I'm curious, Mango. Have you ever encountered the mimic rule?
I've never seen it, but I have heard what it does, and it seems very funny.
For those of you who do not know, do you want to explain the mimic rule? If you've seen it.
Sure, yeah. So the mimic rule will, basically do exactly what it sounds like. It will make everything look like a chest. So you won't actually know what you're interacting with. So it'll make like the fighters, the enemies, the shops, the healing, all of that into chests. And it's very silly.
Fortunately, if you know the game fairly well, I don't want Madison as the rule. That was a bad roll. Okay then, that's really, really, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to really focus here. If you know the game really well, though, the mimic rule isn't that bad, just because you come to know what everything is. Let's re-roll that. Okay. All right, 32. I have to start calculating damage now, so I'm gonna shush. Okay, we're gonna 32 minus 12 would be 20? 16. That would be 8, 6, 14, 2 hit points, I think, maybe left.
I think so, yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
That's not the greatest rule for us, but also not the worst. Which means I have to focus a little bit.
Means we have to do more math.
Oh, more math. That'd be 6 times 2. 12. All right, 31. So that would be 5 plus 8 plus 6 plus 2 is, I don't know. Well, we're just going to fight this enemy. I've lost track of the math on that one.
I want to say they have 10 health left, if I counted that right.
Okay. There we go. It was a little more than 10. Okay, skeleton with 7 hit points is a little scary. $29. Oh, that's bad. We are actually going to take an extra fight and go fight the dire wolf. Because that's not enough health to fight the skeleton. Eight damage. 20. No! Game! Why? Okay, Fury still went off. We're gonna retry. I don't think I've got enough health to survive that. That should have killed. Oop. But it didn't. My math was off. Okay, we're gonna get cursed, but we're gonna take no damage, which is good. Potentially. We did get cursed though, which is not great. Okay, let's see. Okay, that didn't proc. That one procced. Let's go. All right, this is doable if the wolf keeps rolling high. Okay, so we're going to take 4 damage from this turn, and we're going to get cursed. I'll put us at 3 hit points. We have curse, which is not great. We do have a fury, though. I am going to risk the fury on this. Okay, curse ate it. Oh, okay, let's go. Oh, I felt everyone holding their breath there.
Jeez.
All right.
The mathed.
The math. I am going to sleep so well after this run. Okay, we're gonna get cursed. We're gonna take 8 damage. That's fine. Skeleton is pretty tanky. It's not the end of the world. Let's see. Okay, that procced. That did not proc. That one went. Okay. Take another 8 damage. We're getting cursed. Okay, we have a fury this time though. We rolled decently. Sword is a minimum of 2. That's fine. We're going to fury this. That worked. Okay, let's go. We are almost to... Okay, this is not the worst fight. All right, immune to lock and freeze, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna take 2 damage, inflict curse, that's fine. We're gonna freeze one of our 6s, that's also fine. We don't have a fury, so we want to have the curse eat that one if at all possible. Maximize the amount of damage we're doing to her. We're gonna take 8 damage, and we're gonna be frozen heavily, which is not great. Let's see what we got to work with here. We are not cursed, which is good. It's not great rolls, but doable. We still have decent health. We should get fury off of this one. We're gonna get blinded, take 6 damage. That's fine. That was the highest die. We're gonna fury the one we know. Oh, okay. We have made it out of episode 6. Last time we were going to spin the wheel. Unfortunately, that didn't succeed. And now we get to do my favorite little trick. So you see here quickly, we have this extra door here. We can't open it yet, but through the power of a glitch in 3, 2, 1. Nope, that didn't count. 3, 2, 1. Hey, let's go. We got into backstage. So we can glitch into this area early. Welcome to the final boss of the game, which, by the way, does anyone in chat have the poll or have the results of whether we're doing witch or thief? Was it even?
I want to say the last one I saw like tipped it in witch's favor.
Cool.
Let me scroll up really quickly. Yeah, that's fine.
We will, I think it was pretty much tied. We're going to go with the witch. That's my preference anyways. All right, so welcome to Backstage, where we are now racing to escape from Lady Luck. And now the interesting thing here is, rather than defeating enemies upon, well, we're going to defeat the enemies, but rather than knocking them out, we're going to actually add them to our party. So welcome to very different game mechanics for Backstage. This is a wild section. This is also the only glitchless section of this category. All the other parts of it have a glitch of some form. But once we're back here, oh, game Y. Okay, we're gonna go over to Robot. Oh, minimum 3, that's fine. Also, fun little fact is we can switch characters one time per fight per turn, which will, use sometimes. Sneezy's got a lot of health. Which we will use for a variety of reasons. The only rule of this particular category, or this particular episode, is the witch cannot die. If the witch dies, the attempt at the episode is over, and we would have to restart, which we don't want to do. All right, we added Sneezy to our party. We're going to take a little heal here on the witch. Handyman, yeah, we want the extra die. So we're gonna take an extra fight here. Sometimes I take a couple extra fights, even though it is any percent, just for safety. The Lady Luck fight is very hard, and so I like to sometimes have a few extra characters in my party than is truly necessary, just to be, quote, marathon safe. We're gonna go here, we're gonna go to robot. All right, Robobot, thank you for your service. We appreciate you. You fought well. Go Sneezy. There we go. All right, we're gonna take that extra fight, then come back for the health. The reason we're doing this is, rather than that being a shop over there, that's actually going to give us an extra dice, which is very, very valuable in the actual final boss. And you'll see sometimes I will end a turn on, like I'll switch to a character to just end the turn on them. And that is because that's a character that, if they die, doesn't really matter. So like Handyman here, nice to have in the party, but Handyman is sort of the, to make a Star Wars reference, the red shirt character. I'm gonna stay on here just so it takes the damage, and means that we can proc against all odds, which should give us double sixes. Let's go. Bunch of damage. Boom. All right, Fireman's joining us. Excellent. We're gonna go here, mash through some text, grab the die. Star Trek. Thank you, chat. Sorry, my brain is all about dice right now. That is the only thought in this brain. Only thought in this brain is dice. None of these are great. We're gonna take an extra fight as well to go grab Skeleton. Skeleton's just really powerful to have. Ow, Sneezy, please don't die. I need you. Yes, we'll go to you. Let's go. That's the best option, is to put an odd into that one and roll it out as a even. We're gonna go back to Sneezy because Sneezy will do enough damage to finish off Rhino Beetle. Let's go. Ooh. All right, Rhino. We're gonna do a quick heal on 2 of them. Then we are gonna go grab Skeleton just for safety, because the RNG has shown me that it does not want to play nice tonight. So we're gonna collect. We're gonna do my very much marathon safe strats for this episode here. Sneezy, how much health do you have? 14? Yeah, you'll live. Let's go. So this is why I want Skeleton, because Skeleton can do 12 damage. Very powerful. Let me think. We are going to swap off, though, to Rhino. $10 damage and a curse. That's fine. We've got against all odds, which is good. Let's see. Curse worked. I didn't need to pop that, but oh, maybe I did. Let's see. Even, weaken. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna heal. We have a Rat King. We are also going to go collect the Rat King. The Rat King. I should be way more excited about seeing the Rat King than I am. I am so focused right now that my brain is not registering. I am not registering how exciting it is to see the Rat King here. I'm going to grab you. The Rat King is actually the ideal enemy to see in backstage because if you've played this game casually, Rat King can do a stupid amount of damage because it stacks poison, which we like to see. Let's go. We got a curse. We're going to do 12 damage. Strong against fire. That's fine. That's okay. Fireman's a sacrificial character. We want the Rat King in our party. We have to fight Buster, which is also great. Buster's great to have in the party. We're gonna do this. Where are we gonna go? 10 damage, worth it? Yeah. We're gonna take decent chunk of damage. Not a little bit more than I would like on Skeleton, but that's fine. We can heal. We have a curse. I am going to proc this though in the hopes that, yes, let's go. We got 12 curse, which... All right, Buster's added to the party. We're going to heal up Skeleton. Sneezy can stay there for now. I need Sneezy to live like one turn in Lady Luck. So that's fine. I like that. We're actually going to go over here. All right, Rat King is really slow to fight, but very, very powerful. So as you can see, you put in 5 points worth, and it will re-roll, and it will re-roll the die for you and spit it back out. Let's see. 11 damage. Buster.
Oh, I didn't even realize Buster has a little, like, bell or dog tag on his collar.
Yeah. See, he is very much friend. He's
that poison stack.
This is why we want Rat King, though, to fight Lady Luck, because we can stack so much poison on her that it kills her really, well, I want to say really quickly. I'm not sure it really is really quickly. Let's think. We're going to do this, and then we're actually going to go back over to Skeleton to get a curse. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Not gonna hurt as bad as I thought it was going to. Let's go. Okay, RNG is choosing slightly less violence. All right, Rat King. We need to heal. Who are we healing? I think we're healing Skeleton. Yeah, we're gonna heal Skeleton. Sneezy can survive. All right. I hope everyone is ready for Lady Luck. This is a classic 3-phase fight. And of course, as with any good big bad guy, we get the dramatic opening statement here, which we're just gonna go through quickly. She says, "I don't need popularity, I have power." She is indeed very powerful. All right, we're gonna check. Fiery things only take 1 damage. All right, so you're gonna see me check that every turn because very, very important to know exactly what's not gonna take so much damage. So if I had not switched over to Fireman, whoever was the closing character would have taken 18 damage, but because Fireman is a fiery thing, it takes 1 damage. Hat wearers and magic users, that's the witch. Oh. So a fun little piece of, I guess, trivia about me and speedrunning this game. I actually got to speedrun this at a German marathon earlier this year. I don't speak German, or rather, I should say, I speak enough German to get myself into a tiny bit of trouble. And so had the incredible privilege of running this German event. So I ran it in German, which I can do any part of the game in German, except for this episode. I cannot do this episode in German because I have to be able to read
look at her
what she
innate,
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or her equipment, rather.
Yes, I have to be able to see that. All right, this should be the final end. This should be the end of her phase. Yes, okay. Oh, we did not roll well, though. Oh, that, yeah, okay. That was a bad roll for this. All right, so we're entering phase 2 now, where she's going to, don't like my rules? Bad luck, have some more. So now we have 2 sets of rules we gotta look at. Don't use 5s, and we gotta still check what her thing is. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we use the 5, that's fine. I'm taking that damage. We're gonna switch fighter to skeleton. So as you can see, that poison is going to do a lot of good for us. Okay, so she's going to dodge the next attack, which isn't great. Don't switch fighters. The penalty is to blind all die. I'm going to proc that so it clears. We are going to switch because I don't care about that rule. Because we want to go back over here to inflict as much poison on her as we can. And we should live. No, we're gonna die. That's okay. 14 poison is pretty good. We can stack that a little higher sometimes, but that's not bad. Buster. That 14 poison is still going to come in very handy. And by going with fire, because she's going to want to use all 5 of her die here, she's going to take some extra damage from proccing that. Buster is still alive by some miracle. Don't use equipment that has a fire symbol. Okay.
Well, about that.
We're still going to do it. It is worth it. 6 damage. You can take 6 damage. Let's go. Because we're going to curse you. And do 10 damage. Heads up for tech, time is going to be upon Lady Luck's health hitting 0. I will do my best to give you as much warning as I can on that. Don't use odd dice. Oh! Okay. That's really scary. Okay, she's cursed. That's a really terrifying... Okay. Well, we used something there. We're going to reduce health to 1. That's fine. Phase 3. Let's go. This is where characters start dying very rapidly. Okay. Switch fighter. Who do we want to sacrifice? Buster. Okay, that poison is doing very important work for us. Master is knocked out. We're going to start here. 11 damage. Time is going to be coming up. And that's time.
There we go.
Oh, we did it. And she's going to give her big dramatic speech and reveal to us that actually this was her plan all along, that we'd defeat her and that we'd escape. There's this very strange little party scene afterwards, which I'll click to her appearing. That was the run. That was, you all certainly got to see the full experience of speedrunning Dicey Dungeons with that RNG. I love this game, even though the RNG is so rough. I love this game. I cannot recommend it enough as both a speedrun and casually. It is so good. It's just very good.
Do you have any shout-outs you want to make? Both of you, do you have any shout-outs you want to make before we wrap up?
Mango, do you want to start and give me a second to breathe?
Yeah, for sure. If you want to see more of me, you can find me on Twitch at TheMaskedMango, twitch.tv/TheMaskedMango. I also want to once again give a shout out to the Dicey Dungeons speedrunning community. Like I said, they're a wonderful group of people. And a shout out to Cell for being the one that got me into this game. Because it's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. If you want to see more of me, you can find me on Twitch at Selcouthmind. On YouTube, I think also is Selcouthmind. I'm Selcouthmind or the Selcouthmind on most socials. Thank you to Amber for having me. My apologies for going overestimate, but that is the RNG of this game. So I'm glad we are the last run of the night. I guess. Yeah, just thank you to Amber for having me. I'm very pleased. This is my birthday weekend, and I couldn't have asked for a better way to start off my birthday weekend. So, thank you for having me.
Happy birthday weekend to you, and thank you for being here for the runs. And Mango, thank you so much for commentating literally everything tonight. And
it's a good time.
I just want to remind everyone that this is the end of season 2 of Passion Project. Season 3 is on the horizon, begins on September 27th, and the theme I've chosen this time around is games from older disc-based consoles, ranging from as old as the Sega CD back in 1993 to as recent as the GameCube, PS2, and original Xbox era. I am still looking for submissions to fill out that season, so if you run a game that originally released on any consoles ranging from the early 90s to the roughly early to mid 2000s, that would be a great thing for you to submit. Go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix, scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. You'll find the form to submit your runs to the show. And from there, you could also contact me directly if you have any questions or anything like that. You can find me as Amber Cyprin on Blue Sky and Twitter. That being said, thank you for being here tonight, and please look after yourselves and your loved ones. Drink some water, stretch your legs, eat a snack, take your medicine or vitamins if you need to, and remember that you are valid and deserve all the best. If you missed out on either Going Places finale or Passion Project tonight, stay tuned as we replay both of those shows after the break, and stay tuned tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for a Souls-like speedrun special. Oops, you died, and have a great rest of your night.